The Esoteric Order of Roleplayers present Neon Masquerade, a Vampire the Masquerade duet chronicle featuring David Larkins and Desiree Valdez.
Hi.
What did today feel like?
Today felt like a very Los Angeles day. It was this flat gray sky. The light was very milky and... But it feels creepy when that happens here because it's very clear in New Mexico for the most part. I mean...
Right, you can't really blame it on a marine layer.
No, that's the thing. That's weird. It was a marine layer without there being the benefit of an ocean nearby.
Yeah.
So it was just very... disconcerting. So if that's something that you did to make me uneasy about today's session, then
yep, I'm that
mission accomplished.
I'm that committed to this chronicle. I've mastered weather control.
There has to be a discipline for that.
Oh, of course.
Oh, are you serious?
It's probably like thaumaturgy or something.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
All right. Well, anyway, so another thing I just want to point out that is making me a little uncomfortable is the fact that. So a couple weeks ago, you're like, "Oh, I'm just gonna throw this edition of I Am Legend around, just something I'm reading for fun."
Right, which in my opinion was fairly paranoid of you to be offended by that because.
And then now you're wearing a T-shirt today that says Frog Brothers.
Frog Brothers.
Vampire Hunters. Pray you never have to call us.
Yep.
Santa Carla, California.
That's right.
So that's from...
That's much more explicit a threat to you.
It is. It's a Lost Boys T-shirt. It's a really great T-shirt, actually. It's very cool.
I ordered it before the current viral phenomenon that is Corey Feldman, but...
oh, shit.
I know.
Well...
That's what happened to one of the Frog Brothers.
Let him just do his thing.
Let him do his thing, yeah.
Just let him be. Let him be. All right. So I do feel fairly paranoid and upset.
Paranoid and upset.
Anyway, but yeah. So I'm ready to get started.
Okay.
Let's do this.
All right. As you rub your hands together in anticipation.
Well, mostly because actually the humidity is going down steadily as the season changes over here, and it's getting way dry, and my hands are starting to get mummified. Mummified, I say.
Oh, okay.
Right.
You want to play Mummy next? I can make that happen.
What's Mummy?
Oh, there's a different world of darkness.
Where you can play a mummy?
Yeah.
How is a mummy different from a vampire?
To remember. They, instead of a daily diet of blood, they have to eat a daily diet of...
like organs?
Of basmati rice, actually. And
I'm glad that made you laugh.
Yep. It's called...
basmati rice.
It's called Mummy the Resurrection. Of course.
So do they just go through all the Anne Rice books and go, you know what, we're going to just make games out of all of these things? Because she wrote a book about mummies. And there was some, sex scene in it that I remember.
Ew.
What?
A mummy sex scene?
Yeah, well, he's, restored.
Oh, okay.
But, of course, but he's still a mummy.
Right.
But he hasn't had sex in, centuries. So...
Oh, man, that must have hurt.
She sets up so many great sex scenes, I just have to say. Well, there's one book that's about, castrati in Italy, and that's a little... creeptastic, and there's some pedophilia. Not really. Let me take that back. It's more like creepy popes perving out on young men, very, very young men. So they're not exactly pedophilia, but creepy. And then having, your knob cut off, and she goes to
your knob cut off.
You're revealing way too much about my teenage reading habits, and it's embarrassing. So let's just play this game so I can purge these demons.
Okay.
I don't know, maybe it's just making it worse. But you're just kind of sitting there, so I'm not really sure.
I'm just letting you talk.
Oh God, don't. Please don't. I'm ready to get started like 5 minutes ago. I didn't want to talk about mummy sex.
And yet here you are. So, that's on the table, though. Mummy Chronicles on the table.
No, it's not. It's not on the table.
Oh, okay.
That's nowhere near the table.
It is now off the table.
It's in the trash right now, waiting for garbage day.
All right, so...
On that cheerful note, garbage day.
Okay. So, well, why don't you of the eidetic memory...
To be fair, my character has eidetic memory.
Yes, but you replicate it very nicely by compulsively listening to these recordings in between our sessions. So
compulsively, again, it's just so I remember.
Right.
Because during my 9 to 5 workday, I might have some thoughts about this, but I really don't think about it unless I absolutely, So, Edie's munching on a bone in the background.
Yes, that's what that is.
So I listen to them.
Mm-hmm. There's no judgment here, but you're definitely much more up to speed on the precise... I remember where we left off, but I'm just... So we left off...
We left off where Aaron had just... Oh. Yeah, so Aaron had just... So this is cool, because... Okay, so Aaron helped... Well, I went against one of the traditions, but oh well. I
look at you being all up on traditions.
Tradition. Uh-huh. I helped Allison. Oh, we talked about this. Okay. So I helped Allison essentially take over Anaheim. She staked Tom Weaver, and she was going to do something with him. To do some type of... I have no idea what that's going to be. I was very injured before that.
Yes,
the night before, because...
Oh, yes. So, correction on last week's mechanical judgment calls. So this is the peril of running 3 different games in a single week.
Which I think you need to look at your life, look at your choices.
I'm quite happy with my choices, thank you.
Okay.
But anyway, I was probably, since I'm also running a Rifts game, I was probably kind of channeling how vampires are handled in that game.
Right.
Because they're much more the kind of like Hammer horror type vampires where they're vulnerable to a lot of things.
Right.
And that includes silver.
Right.
So... in my mind, it was like, oh yeah, silver causes aggravated. Plus, I was also probably thinking of werewolf. Because that's what causes aggravated damage to them.
However,
for vampires in Vampire: The Masquerade, that's a flaw that you take.
Right,
vulnerability of silver.
So don't you think a gangrel would have that since they are more animal-like?
So I mean that's up to you.
But I don't want to. No,
you don't want it.
I like the idea that this is like an enchanted knife.
Yeah. So that was the other possibility. Is that it happens to be silver coated. For use
reason.
Against werewolves.
Possibly more than likely.
It's a multi-tool.
Yeah. Exactly.
But it has some kind of juju on it that caused aggravated damage, which I like because
Me too.
It's creates this kind of like whoa.
Like what
is that?
Yeah. And then I think Aaron would think, oh God, I am vulnerable to silver. Like I have to be careful around silver.
Yeah, possibly.
So.
Yeah.
Anyway. That's bad because in the 90s, silver was very popular.
Oh my God.
In like the 70s and 80s, gold was... Okay. So he has this knife in his possession.
Yeah.
Fine. Great. Okay.
Because it's very, very helpfully left in his jugular. And,
remember I took it out.
No, I remember
Dawn
you took
ran
it out.
away, and then I had to go back and get it.
You went back and got it.
And was like...
I remember that.
Okay. So, I had this really, really egregious... nasty
neck wound.
So I fed on 2 vampires.
Yes, you did.
The night before, which built up my... So now I'm only at hurt.
Yeah.
And so what does my wound look like now?
Hurt's a -1, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So yeah, it would probably be like a
Closed?
It would probably be mostly closed,
just
and just a big angry welt scar kind of thing.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
And just really sore.
Yeah. Not
You know, like
feeling
you
very
can't
good.
turn your head too
Yeah,
far in
it's
one
hard.
direction.
Yeah.
You know.
It's still painful.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. All right. So I'm. Oh, let me get that. And
So that reminds me, actually, speaking of healing yourself.
well, no, I'm not all the way healed yet.
No, I know.
Okay.
I was just happened to be looking at some other stuff, and I saw something about healing. In terms of lethal damage, let's see, healing. Okay, here we go. Healing lethal damage.
But this was aggravated.
Yeah, I know. But it was weird because it says something like, okay, mortal sustains. Yeah, mortal. I could have sworn I saw something about how there's a limit on how much lethal damage you can heal.
Yeah, you mentioned that last time. You said there was like, in terms of like per session, like per night or something like that.
Yeah. Yeah, like there's a certain, let's see, level of aggravated. Yeah, there we go. A level of aggravated damage may be healed only with a full day of rest and the expenditure of 5 blood points.
And I had a full day of rest.
So you did have a full day of rest.
Because that was the night. So Tuesday night is when all that shit went down. I went to the murder house and slept. I woke up.
Oh.
Allison had paged me.
Okay.
So that was one night. That was one day of rest.
I gotcha.
And then now and I drank some vampire blood twice on this night.
And then it says you can heal additional levels by spending 5 blood points and 1 willpower point per extra aggravated health level.
I think I did, but let me just. I'm
pretty sure you did.
I'm gonna take off one of my willpower points.
Okay.
Just to kind of even it out.
Yeah.
Okay. Because I had 2 that were marked down, but now I have just 1.
Got it.
Okay. So yes. So it is Wednesday. No, it's technically Thursday morning, so it's like 1 a.m. Mm-hmm. And I showed up. Yeah. Dawn texted me. Texted me? She paged me.
She paged
and you. I just hightailed it over there.
Yep.
And she let me into her apartment.
Yep. And we had the classic apartment door closing, fade to black, roll credits.
Yeah.
End sequence.
Yeah.
Okay.
Or I would just say, yeah. Wait, what did you say? You said
apartment door closes, fade to black, roll credits.
Yeah, but the view is from her POV. So he walks in, and then.
Oh, really? I was picturing the camera out in the hall.
It is out in the hall. So the camera's his POV when she opens the door.
Yeah.
Then it flashes to him.
Yeah.
Flashes back to her.
Okay.
She lets him in. And then as she's closing the door, it's still from his POV.
Yeah, the camera's in the hall as the door closes.
Yeah.
Door closes on the camera, basically.
Yeah. Okay. Sorry. Yeah. All right. I reversed it. Just sue me.
All right. So it is 1 a.m. on a Thursday morning.
Yeah, Thursday morning.
Thursday morning.
Yeah.
So it's March 15th.
No, it's not.
I've got my calendar right here.
Okay, well then I'm
Thursday the 15th.
Okay, then the 16th was the day that, I don't know, there was just some discrepancy with that. Where you said the 16th, where you said Friday was the 15th, but it wasn't.
Yeah, no, I was mistaken on that.
Okay.
Yeah.
But it is Thursday the 15th, 1 a.m.
All right.
Flash the date and time, apparently, as we're getting closer to the end of our chronicle here, because that reminds me of How to Get Away with Murder with, they flash because it becomes way more like, oh shit, like they're getting closer and closer, because the way that they tell the whole story over this season is, it's like reverse time, and it goes back and forth, and you're like, what day is it? What time, you know?
Oh, right.
I can't wait till that show's back on the air. Okay, so, yes, it's 1 a.m.
Taking notes, are you?
Thursday, March 15th.
All right. So, so basically you are in Dawn's apartment.
Mm-hmm. Which is, I didn't think I would be back here.
When was the last time you saw her? Was it Tuesday night?
Tuesday night.
Tuesday night. Mm-hmm. All right. So it's been about 30.
Or Tuesday or Wednesday morning, technically.
Well, okay. So it's been about 24 to 36 hours. Yeah. All right. So she,
So she lets me in.
She lets you in. You close the door. She is, she's wearing PJ bottoms.
Okay.
And, just kind of like a spaghetti strap top.
Like a camisole?
Camisole. Well, no, that's too lingerie.
Well, no, it's called a camisole.
Oh, is it really?
It's like cotton.
Even if it's not satin?
Yeah, even if it's not silk or whatever. Not satin, but silk.
Yeah. I don't know these things.
I know, but I do.
Okay.
It's silk.
All right. But you know the kind.
Yeah.
Yeah. Little
okay.
Angel wings on it or something. I don't know. A little pattern.
Oh, no. Okay.
Anyway.
So she's like in her pajamas.
PJs, yeah.
Okay. I look pretty scruffy.
Yeah.
I was in a brawl. I was wearing the same I'm wearing the same clothes that I was when I saw her last.
Mm-hmm.
I haven't had a chance to change. I have vampire blood all over me probably too.
It's true.
And but my wound looks better. I mean, I probably look pretty damn good.
Yeah.
All things considered.
Sure.
So, but I'm pretty scruffy.
Coming up next on All Things Considered. All right, so you do look pretty scruffy, and you just ripped somebody's arm off.
Like you do.
Earlier then.
Yeah. Well, why not? So I'm just looking at her. Looking at her.
Right. So she crosses the room, turns, and sits down on the armchair that's next to the couch.
Wow, she's a couch and an armchair.
And, well, it's like the couch is like kind of like a mid-size. It's like an expanded love seat almost.
Yeah.
Basically, they're like, and I say this with authority because my parents had this in the 90s. It's a matched sort of super love seat and armchair that you could get from IKEA.
Okay.
Very cheap.
Yeah.
Yeah. Lightweight wood.
She's like a
foam.
Blanket over it too.
Exactly. Yeah.
Okay. So she's sitting in this armchair.
I mean, I used to be able to actually tilt back in the armchair like it was a four-legged chair.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's pretty good.
It was that cheap and light. Okay. So. And then my cat got stuck under it. Anyway.
Oh, poor Jonesy.
Anyway, so so she tucks one leg up under the crook of the other, and and is just kind of like leaning her chin on her hand.
Oh.
And just kind of like studying you, scrutinizing you.
I'm just so I take my bag off because I have my bag with me.
What is it? A backpack?
It's a satchel of some type, like a messenger type bag.
Okay, right.
So I set that down on the coffee table.
Yep.
I'm just standing there looking at her.
So she's kind of like got one of her eyebrows arched. And she says, "Sit down."
All right. So I sit down on the couch. Kind of a little away from her.
Mm-hmm. Like on the far cushion.
Yeah.
It's a two-cushion couch.
Yeah, so. I'm just giving her space.
Yeah. So tell me all about it.
All right. Well, let's see. I guess it all started back in October, it all started back in October. It seems longer. It was just my dumb luck of meeting Karen. So I kind of trail off, and so I tell her about... Now I'm going to be specific here, because there's certain things that I'm not going to tell her.
Yeah.
Because, unfortunately, I was thinking about this during the week at work.
Of course.
That he...
Well, if they're not going to let you go on certain websites, what else are you going to do?
What else am I going to do at work?
Can't go on Facebook. You got to think about it.
I'm not...
Vampire.
You make it sound like I'm on Facebook all the time.
You are not. No.
Okay.
Let the record show.
It doesn't matter. It doesn't fucking matter. Anyway, so
yes. You're thinking about this during the week.
I was thinking about it during the week. I don't want to tell her everything because I don't want to. I mean, it's bad enough that she knows what I am. Mm-hmm. But I'm going to probably be sparing on some things, but not everything. I mean, I'm going to tell her a fair amount. Mm-hmm. So, because there's limited knowledge. I have limited knowledge. So, okay, back to it. So I met Karen Anatos. I don't know if you've seen her show on TV, Mistress Black. She's on KTL. She's on Channel 5. She's like a late night horror movie show. Anyway.
No.
Okay.
Not familiar.
Well, if you turn on the TV tomorrow night at like 11 o'clock, you'll see her. Anyway, she basically asked me to come to her show. Well, not exactly like invite, but I bumped into her at the studio when I was working on Invitation to Love. And she gave me a flyer for her show. And so my friend Derek and I went to the show. And she had this audience participation portion of her show. And she like insisted that I go up there. I think she just liked me. And she kind of did this little skit where she drank my blood. And then before I knew what was happening, like I felt like I fainted, but then I woke up. And I was just in a daze. And I kind of blacked out again. And anyway, I woke up in an alley and I pretty much ate my dog. So that was that first night. So I kind of just trail off and just kind of look at my hands and...
What do you mean you ate your dog?
Well, I told you I blacked out, so when I woke up, I was holding him in my hands, and I had picked him up on the road. His name is Barkley, and he was this really cute little dog. I picked him up in Gallup when I was driving out from Kansas, and anyway, I don't know. He just looked like drained of blood, so I think I attacked him and killed him.
So she stands up and walks over to the couch, which is not that far.
Yeah. 2 steps.
Takes 2 steps to the couch.
Right.
And sits down on the cushion. And as she was crossing to the couch, she pulled a Kleenex out of a box.
Oh.
She reaches up, and you feel it dabbing your cheek.
Oh. Because I'd been crying?
As she takes the Kleenex away, you see blood stains.
Oh my gosh.
On the tissue. And then she's like kind of touching your cheek with her other hand.
Oh my goodness. Okay.
And her eyes are sparkling with actual tears.
Oh no. So I'm like, oh no, don't worry about it. It was probably fast, and I didn't really know that I did it. And it's okay.
If I hadn't seen all this with my own eyes, I'm still not sure I believe it, but...
Well...
I thought maybe you were just crazy, but... What happened in the alleyway, and... then she kind of looks down at the Kleenex. She's like, you're crying tears of blood, for God's sake.
Well, yeah, so I kind of like turn and just look away, and as I turn and look away, she can see my wound is much different looking than it was the night that...
Yep. So so her hand moves down from your cheek to the wound.
Oh, she's still touching me. Mm-hmm. Okay. All right.
And the finger traces across the scar.
I've kind of flinched slightly.
Yeah.
Like, that's not... Yeah, so...
And so she's like, oh, sorry. But that should have killed you.
I told you I'm not alive. That's really all I know.
So then her hand moves from your throat down to your chest, like to feel for a heartbeat.
Okay. So do I know that I can turn those things on and off?
Yeah.
I do.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So, but it'll take a blood point to do it. So I'm gonna use one.
Oh.
So she does it, and so it's long enough where you're like, there's no heartbeat. So then
I imagine you could even regulate the.
yeah, I bet I could.
Could make me like boom, 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 boom. You know.
All right. So I'm gonna activate it a little. But that's after like 30 seconds, or I don't feel anything, and then suddenly, like mostly because like her touching me, I'm feeling nervous. It's making me a little uncomfortable because I just feel like I don't want her to get too close to me. So I make it beat.
Okay. The instant you make it beat, you hear her kind of suck some air. You know, like.
Yeah. So yeah, I did that. I turned it off and on. So.
You tell me that?
Yeah.
All right. So she takes her hand away. And then she kind of sits facing forward, puts her head in her hands, you know.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
So I can't help. It's like a impulse or a reflective reflex. Reflexively, I touch her hair, like so soft, so very soft, and I just gently like stroking her hair on her head.
Okay. Thank you for specifying.
Not the hair on her arm or
right. Wow, you got really hairy arms. Did you know that?
Did you know that? You should really like wax them.
Think about waxing.
Yeah. Okay. Anyway, so so instinctively, I'm stroking her hair.
All right. Okay, so she's still holding her head in her hands, but she is kind of leaning her shoulders towards you.
Okay.
You know, like this would be the point where you scooch over a few inches.
Yeah, I'll get closer to her.
All right.
Get closer to her.
So you're basically you're basically holding her.
Yeah. So it gets to the point where I'm facing, because before I was facing her in the chair. Then I'm facing.
Scoot
I'm like
your
sitting
butt around.
side to side.
Yeah.
And so then my arm goes around her.
Yep.
And I'm just holding her.
Yeah.
It's like, so then I'm like, I don't know why you're so upset. Because this is something, it's me. I mean.
So she lifts her head finally and looks at you, and you know, it's just wet all around her eyes.
Oh no.
You know, she's not like sobbing.
Yeah.
But there's just it's you know,
emotional,
lacrimonious.
Yeah.
You know. So.
All right. So I'm gonna wipe her. I'm just gonna like under her eye.
Brush the tears away. So she kind of lets out an involuntary giggle snort and you know, just kind of a half laugh.
All right.
A gilly chuck and
a rueful laugh.
A rueful laugh. Yeah, it is a rueful laugh. And she says, "Well, I know, and I'm trying to. I feel really selfish for crying.
Why?
Because I can't imagine being in your position. But the thing is, Aaron, I really like you.
I really like you. If that means anything."
It does, but, well, I mean, what does this mean? What is your life? Why are you taking acting classes?
I'm still like
my teacher is a vampire.
I still have creative impulses. I still want to create things. I still want to. I'm an artist. I came out here and I was a little successful, and I was trying to figure out a way to make it work with my career, but that did not go well. And
6 a.m. casting calls are even worse when you're a vampire.
And so I just, I want to create. I want to still be like I'm living my life. And taking acting classes seemed like a thing to do that would bring me some joy, and I didn't think it would hurt anybody, but so I just trail off.
Well, and she kind of takes a deep breath, You haven't hurt me yet.
I know, but it's just a matter of time.
How do you know?
This can't be. I mean, you were there. You were there on Tuesday.
Yeah, you saved my life.
Yeah, but it's...
if there's more than one of you out there, and you've indicated there's at least one besides the one I saw, so that's
definitely
3.
No, there's way more than that.
Oh, well, okay then. I don't
Sorry.
feel... Should I start sharpening stakes?
Well, no, I don't want you to have those around me if I'm going to hang out with you.
Oh, yeah, sorry. See, but that's what I'm talking about is, there's going to be some...
Look,
there's going to be a learning element in getting to know you better, but I don't want you to exit my life.
But me being in your life is gonna bring more. I swear, there's gonna be more things. It's way more complicated. It's way more complicated than what I'm telling you. It's not just like I'm this isolated thing that's here and there's a couple other of me. No, it's like there's a whole other thing that happened that I pretty much... Well, it's the people I associate with that have some issues. And
Are falling in with a bad crowd.
basically. So I mean, I mentioned Karen. She's my sire. She's the one who made me who I am. And she has some people out there, for her because she's done a lot of, the fact that she embraced me on television. I mean, that's like she turned me into this on national television. The powers that be were not happy with that. So she's marked and people are after her, and unfortunately, because they don't like her, they don't like me, and so there are people who are after me, I guess, but at least they don't like me. I'll just say it that way.
You're making it sound like there's this whole hierarchy, and
there is.
Was it like vampire cops?
No, I can't get into it. You already know way too much. I
basically am going to have to kill you now, so...
You just know way too much already. I don't want you to know all of these different things, but so I'm gonna take her face in my hands. Because she's so beautiful. And she's being just so nice to me. So I'm gonna take her face in my hands. I'm looking at her and just be like, please, just like...
So when you say you already know too much and then you take her face in your hands, she actually tenses up a little bit.
Yeah, I know.
Because she does think like, oh God, what is he going to do?
I know, I'm trying to scare her a little bit.
All right.
Like, I'm serious. This isn't easy. And this isn't something that you should not really be exposed to. And I'm an idiot. I'm a total idiot.
I feel like a fucking idiot.
I feel like a fucking idiot. No, I'm an idiot. Just look at Dawn. Look at me.
Look at me, Dawn. All right, what I need you to do.
I'm trying to be role-playing.
No, I was creating a break there because I'm going to ask you to make a dice roll.
Okay.
So, roll manipulation plus intimidation, please.
Oh, but I have a friendly face.
You do have a friendly face. So that's going to actually
look even cuter.
That's going to actually raise the difficulty, which is already going to be high enough because of her appearance, because it's hard to try and intimidate somebody you're attracted to. So we're going to say difficulty 9 on this bad boy.
Oh my god. Oh wow. 1 success.
Nice.
1 success.
Wow. Well done.
I rolled pretty well.
You did. Wait, you only rolling 5 dice there. Right?
I rolled a 10.
Damn.
So I'm looking at her, and so as I'm probably saying this, that was a marginal success.
Marginal.
So maybe the message kind of gets through.
She believes you.
She believes me.
Yeah.
But then I realize, like, I'm holding her face.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh my god. And I'm so close to her, and so I just kiss her.
All right.
Yeah, I can't help myself.
You move in for the kiss. All right.
But I'm thinking that there was a beat where
yes,
the message was sent.
Yes.
And it's like, oh my god.
If this were an anime, there would be a little like wing, like across her eyes, like this little light, little play of light across her irises.
It's like kiss her.
Oh god, Vampire the Masquerade anime.
Oh no, don't start. Don't do it. That's not.
No.
No, we don't have that kind of time. All right.
Makes mental note to watch Vampire Hunter D soon. All right, so.
So I'm kissing her.
All right, she's there for it.
Oh man.
Yep, she's into it.
Oh my god. Just keep kissing her.
Okay.
Just keep kissing her.
All right.
I can't stop.
Nope. And you're good on blood points, right?
I'm fine.
Okay.
I'm fine.
All right. So, it is, again, this experience. And actually, this is sort of the first time since your embrace that you're getting intimate with a mortal and not trying to feed off of them.
Right? Uh-oh.
So you find it... find it stimulating in a totally different way because it's this full sensory experience where you can hear her heart rate go up. You can actually God. You can sense extra blood pumping through her veins and arteries.
Okay.
So it's kind of like a turn on in that way, like on a blood level.
Yeah.
As opposed to like a reproductive level.
Right.
And she's very warm.
Yeah.
Because even though you have is it Blush of Life?
Blush of Health.
Blush of Health. Even though you have that,
I feel cool.
It still says you feel cooler.
But I don't feel like cold.
Yeah, it's like cool. It's like you just came in from walking around in like 50-degree weather or something like like you're. It's just
or
a little.
40s.
Maybe not that bad.
Oh.
Because like a typical kindred just feels like room temp. And that would be like someone who dies of hypothermia,
right? Okay.
So you, it's like it's like you go for a walk, at the tail end of November or something like that,
right?
And, you've got this brisk, bracing feeling around your skin, and that's kind of how it feels. So, but of course, she's like full warm.
98 degrees.
98.6, baby.
So I'm just into it. I'm just into it.
So she's warm and full of blood, and yeah, it feels comforting actually because you're not trying to get something out of her,
right?
Literally,
yeah.
And so you can just sort of revel in the warm, homey comfort of it. It's like the human equivalent of walking into a warm kitchen where bread is baking.
Oh.
So.
Oh wow!
Yeah,
that's amazing. Okay, so I'm enjoying myself quite a bit.
Yep.
I'm thinking she's okay with this.
She's fine with it. Yep.
All right. I don't want to push anything.
No, right. Yeah, so you guys make out for like a half hour.
Oh, all right.
Or longer, I don't know.
Probably longer.
Okay, an hour and a half. Little pauses here and there just to talk about things. Run fingers through hair.
Oh.
Rest head on chest.
Yes.
Etc. Etc.
Okay. Is she freaked out by my? Speaking of it feeling good to me.
Yeah.
It probably feels weird to her, like just feeling cold or whatever.
She during one of your pauses, she does kind of remark on that as she kind of has slipped her hand under your shirt, and is feeling your six pack.
My lack of heartbeat as well.
And your lack of heartbeat, and she's just kind of like, are all vampires as cold as you are?
They're colder.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Well. I guess I'll count myself lucky that you're not.
I guess so.
That cold.
Yeah, but I mean, I'm fairly charming, so I think you would probably enjoy this regardless.
So that, of course, gets her to make out with you more.
Good. Excellent.
The roguish ways.
So we do this.
Yeah.
So it's like 3 a.m.
3 a.m., sure. So... you've kind of reached another natural stopping point, and she's yawning,
Okay. Yeah, no, you need to go to bed.
She's like, yeah, I know. I just couldn't sleep. I kept thinking about you, and just...
Well, I couldn't stop thinking of you.
So she just smiles. And she says, well, yeah, I really feel for you, and I don't know. I mean,
please don't.
No, listen, here's the thing. I don't pity you. I didn't mean it to sound that way. But I already liked you to begin with, and then finding out you were the way you are, it just made you even more intriguing, I guess.
So, yeah, I mean, okay. So, on that note, so the next...
So she says, well, I guess I can't offer you tea anymore, huh?
No, I mean, I could technically drink it, which is not like some people, but it's kind of a waste on me.
Oh, okay.
But yeah. So.
Well, all right. Yeah, she kind of looks at the clock and goes, oh, yeah, geez. Yeah, okay, well, you can show yourself out, I'm sure. But when can I see you again?
It's going to be a while, actually. There's some things I have to take care of, so I want you to just try to find a different place to live. And just, you can page me. You could send me a little... you could send, like, if you're thinking of me, trying to think of something cool that she could do.
If I'm thinking of you, I'll page you 143, which is the numeric codes for I like you.
Oh, okay. Sure. How do you know that?
A friend of mine at PCC does that with her boyfriend. Not that you're my boyfriend, but I mean, I don't know. What are you? Sorry, I shouldn't ask.
It's okay. I'll just let you know that I like you so much, and that's just okay. It's fine. I don't want you to get attached to me. God, I'm like
Heathcliffing it up over here.
Yeah, don't get too attached. But no, I'm not gonna say that to her. I'm just gonna be like, anything you want to send me, just send me, and just know that I feel the exact same way.
So you're over the door at this point, I'm sure. Mm-hmm. So she, runs her hands over your chest and gets up on tippy toe to kiss you.
I just grab her and kiss her and just get completely absorbed back into that feeling. Mm-hmm. And I'm like, I gotta let go. So I let her go.
Yeah. So she's like, yeah.
Okay.
All right, get out of here.
Bye.
Get out of here.
I'll let you know when I'm available.
Okay. Don't make me wait too long.
I won't, but it's...
I'm not going to wait around forever.
Well, I could, but...
Yeah, I know.
Well, okay, but listen, I'll just don't expect anything probably for the next four or 5 days. I know it's horrible.
Yeah, so she kind of like oh. It's like visibly disappointed.
I have some things I need to do.
Okay, all right. No, that's understandable. Just try and stay in touch. You can always call me.
I know, I will.
Okay.
Bye.
Bye. Bye.
Bye. No, but I'll see you later.
All right. Door shuts.
So she closed the door. I'm just standing there like... So I'm gonna go to the hall. I'm gonna go to the hall, right, like the door, like the hall. Okay, I'm in the hallway. Mm-hmm. I'm gonna go to the wall.
Yeah.
I'm gonna start banging my head against the wall, and then I'm gonna walk out.
A bit of plaster falls from the ceiling.
And then I'm gonna head to the elevator and get the hell out of there. And I'm gonna. All right. So by this time, it's probably 4:00.
Right.
So I'm gonna go to Los Feliz, and I'm gonna go to the murder house.
So you're on your way out, just incidentally, you're on your way out through the lobby, and there's like a concierge desk, and there's this guy kind of sitting at it with his feet up, reading a Penthouse magazine. And as you're walking past, he just kind of looks at you and winks at you.
Can I detect anything? Is he kindred?
Can make a perception plus awareness roll.
Perception plus awareness?
Mm-hmm.
At what, 6?
Yep.
1.
Seems mortal to you. Doesn't seem to have any oogie boogie around him.
I just kind of I stare at him a little bit as I'm walking by, and
He's gone back to reading his magazine.
All right, I'm going to go out the door.
All right. So you're heading for the murder house.
I hate leaving her there.
Uh-huh.
Okay. All right.
Yeah. Are you going to head to the murder house, or are you going to get up on a neighboring rooftop and pose dramatically against the moon as you keep watch over the building until dawn?
I'm not going to do that.
All right. Or until sunup, I guess.
It's 4, so I gotta get.
Yeah.
I gotta get.
No, yeah, that's right.
Okay, so I make it to the murder house.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
Make it in there. Go to my little closet.
Yep.
So I'm gonna watch the sun. See if I can.
Ooh, you daring thing, you.
Mm-hmm.
All right, courage roll, please.
There's a lot happened to me, so I'm being very pensive.
All right. Oh, 4 courage, huh?
Mm-hmm. At what, 6? Mm-hmm. 2.
2. Okay, so you're out on the deck, watching as the horizon starts to kind of resolve itself against the sky, which is growing a little lighter, and your skin starts to kind of itch, even just in this.
Barely any light.
Barely light. Yeah, it's not even sun up.
You wouldn't even say it's light.
Yeah, no. And and so then the sky starts to get lighter, and
I'm gritting my teeth.
You're gritting your teeth. So let's see.
We didn't say what direction this window's facing. I'm thinking it's west.
It's probably west, yeah. So
just so that I can avoid direct
sunlight.
Yeah.
Although I don't know, it's a bedroom, so don't those usually face east?
Not always.
No.
It could be southeast.
Southeast,
okay.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. All right. Toward the ocean. Southwest.
South. It's a south-facing balcony. How about that?
We'll put that.
And it encompasses east and west.
Yes.
All right, so I'm going to need a fortitude roll. So is that 1 die, I believe?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Difficulty 3.
I make it.
All right, so yeah, your skin's starting to itch pretty badly, and then the sky is getting increasingly lighter. So I'll need another courage roll. Difficulty 7.
I fail.
Okay, so yeah, you decide, okay, that's...
Close the curtain and head into my closet.
Yep.
All right.
So, the day passes.
Okay.
And, you're up and about.
All right, so it's Thursday.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to go to Simi Valley.
Right. Okay, so you're doing your kidnapping tonight.
No, we wanted to do it Friday.
Friday night. Okay, that's right.
But if Marina's like, let's just fucking do it, then it's like, all right. And I might be like, let's just get this.
But you might be driving. Friday night.
Yeah,
you're gonna drive.
What do you mean?
To San Francisco.
I guess so.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But you did leave a note.
I left a note that said Friday night. I have to stick to it.
That's right.
So I'm going to go to Simi Valley to. No. I'm going to go to Karen's first, actually.
Okay.
And because remember they sleep in.
Yeah.
So I'm going to go to Karen's first, see how she is.
Yeah.
And then I'm going to go to Simi Valley probably around like 9:30.
Okay.
10. Oh man. Okay, I can't stop. Okay. So as I'm driving to Calabasas,
yeah,
I can't stand it. So I get out of the car. I get to a payphone.
Yeah.
And I call Dawn.
Ooh. All right.
So I'm in the valley.
You are in the valley.
It's when I get into the valley, like I'm in Encino again.
Yeah.
It's like, like I can't stand it
every damn time.
Well, no, I can't stand it. I need to hear her voice. So I go to a payphone.
All right.
And I call her and see if she's home.
Mm-hmm. So let's see here. Time to bust out the datum. So it's on March 16th.
Oh, it's the 15th, you said.
March 15th. I don't know why that's causing such a problem for me.
Yeah, major.
Anyway, okay. So you're right. You're almost at the equinox, actually.
I know.
Tomorrow is the equinox.
Yeah.
How interesting. Anyway, so the sun is rising or setting at around 6 o'clock. So it's probably about 6:45. What you saying?
I'd say closer to 7.
Okay, so 7 o'clock on a Thursday night. So the phone just rings. And then it goes to her message machine.
I leave her a message.
Okay.
It's me, Aaron. Can't stop thinking about you. And hopefully we'll get to talk at some point. Bye.
Mm-hmm.
Click.
All right.
So I'm like, So I get back in my car. I'm an angry Frankenstein. So I'm going to get back into my Jeep and make my way to Calabasas.
Yeah.
So like a half hour later, I'm there.
Okay. So
I roll up to Karen's house.
Mm-hmm. All right. Let's see.
I didn't get a tattoo.
No, you didn't get a tattoo. Mm-hmm. That's right.
I could tell her I forgot. Because I think that I'm like, oh shit, she told me to get one, but I forgot. I'm stupid. I'm
so stupid.
I'm a dummy.
Yeah.
All right, so I'm gonna pull up.
Mm-hmm.
Can I pull up?
Yep.
Okay. Can I walk up to the house?
Yes.
I feel like I'm gonna get attacked at any moment. So I walk up to. Oh, does that attribute still hold true with the skittish, like dog-like, like if I hear a sound and I get freaked out, or that was just from my frenzy?
That was from your frenzy. When did that happen?
That happened on
Tuesday or Wednesday night. That was during your date. You frenzied.
Tuesday night was the date.
Tuesday night was the date.
when I frenzied.
Okay.
And I slept the day away.
Yeah.
I got up and you said, well, based on your frenzy, you've picked up another quality.
Yeah. So yeah,
I'm still a little skittish, but not as much.
Well, and it's mostly just around large crowds.
Okay.
Yeah,
okay.
So
that makes sense.
Like you don't want to go to Ventura Boulevard or.
Yeah, so driving through traffic was pretty freaking intense.
You were kind of gripping the wheel.
And I think that's why I got out of the car when I got kind of more clear of the traffic.
I had to go call her.
And I wanted to hear her voice to calm me down.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Okay.
Good.
So get to the house.
Mm-hmm.
And
right.
I'm gonna just walk in because it's kind of like my house too.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Communal gang girl living.
That's right.
Gang girl lifestyle.
It's your little den.
Mm-hmm. So I walk in.
Yeah. So
are the doggies happy to see me?
Yes, the ghoul dogs are happy to see you.
Doggies. So I pet
wagging
them.
their tails and slapping the walls and
good.
So forth.
All right, I'm gonna find Karen. So I'm gonna be like, Karen.
Yeah. Well, actually, you can hear the sound of laughter and splashing. You're so ready for something to happen.
The pool party's constant at her house.
Oh hell yeah, dude!
She's like constantly partying.
Yep.
Okay. All right. I'm gonna go.
Pool party don't stop.
I'm gonna go the direction of. But you know what? I picture her like having like 1920s records on. Like,
oh, I like it.
Like it's just like all this like jazz old music.
Yep.
Like Cab Calloway and like
and the rest.
There were too many of me to think of. I was thinking about Jelly Roll Morton and like you know all those guys.
All those kooky guys.
Kooky guys.
Yep.
So anyway. Exactly. That's what she plays.
Yep.
Like that's her party music.
Yep.
And so it's familiar, but it also kind of like
and it's like actual like 48.
It's the record. It's the actual phonograph.
Like the kind our Crumb collects.
Hell yes.
On the thick.
Oh yeah. They're heavy. They're heavy records. Yeah.
Yeah.
So so this is playing in the background, and they're having a pool party.
Yeah, pool party.
So I'm gonna look for her, Karen.
Yeah. So you come out into the back.
Because I need some clothes too. Because I'm a mess. I need to take a shower, etc.
You're a mess, man.
I am.
So you come out into the back, and so she's got her pool, which backs up against the hills there, which you famously ran into. And so it's full Olympic-sized swimming pool with like lights on.
Nice.
And then it's since it's March, it's like 60 degrees out, so it's like the pool's heated, so there's steam coming up off the pool.
Love it.
And there's a lot of people there.
Oh wow.
Mostly guys. They're all mortals.
Oh.
Apart from her usual,
cadre of people,
entourage.
Followers.
She's on a deck chair, like an old-fashioned wooden deck chair, wearing kind of like a 40s style one-piece bathing suit and then like a kimono. But she's like stretched out with like one leg crooked up.
Oh my goodness.
She's wearing heart-shaped sunglasses.
Love it.
With red frames.
Yeah, lipstick.
And red lipstick to match.
Oh man.
And she's sipping from a big daiquiri cup that's got like that's blood, but it's got like a little paper umbrella in it and everything.
There's it's like a blended blood drink.
Yeah, it's like frothy frozen blood. Yeah.
Oh, I want one of those. So I walk up to her looking like a freaking street urchin, scruffy as fuck.
Right, so she gives
covered in human saliva, probably.
So she gives you the old look over the sunglasses thing. She says, "What happened to you?"
Oh, I can tell you all about it.
I'm sure. I'm having my monthly fan club get together tonight.
Oh, I totally forgot about that.
That's fine. It looks like you've been a little busy.
Yeah, so I show her my scar on my neck.
Oh no! So she like sets the daiquiri down, gets up, and she's like, "What is this?" She's kind of like pushing your head back so she can look at it, and kind of fussing over it. And, she's
I like it. I like that.
Yeah, you're kind of like rolling your eyes.
But I like it.
Yeah. So she's like, "Carl, get over here." and then she says, "What can I get you? Can we get you a daiquiri?"
Yes, please.
All right, Carl, one daiquiri, please.
All right, so I'm gonna take my shirt off because I'm just like,
yeah.
I'm gonna.
So she says you can jump in if you want.
Yeah, maybe I will. So I'm just gonna totally strip down.
Yeah, like buck naked.
Yeah, I don't care. And I'm gonna jump into the pool.
All right.
Which I've never that's weird.
Yeah.
Like swimming, like weird. Okay, like the water feels amazing. I'm sure.
Oh yeah.
It's almost
Very nice.
like it's almost like kissing dawn again. This warmth. It's like all encompassing.
Yeah.
So I swim a little bit, and. Yeah, so I get out of the pool.
Okay.
All right.
Is
there a towel?
The song's called "Creepy Feeling," by the way.
Oh, good. So I get my drink.
So yeah, you come up out of the pool after 5 minutes or so. Carl is there with your drink and a towel over his other arm.
Thank you, Carl. I appreciate it. So, again, Werner Herzog.
Yeah, Werner, exactly.
Here's your towel.
Here's your towel.
And your drink. Enjoy them while you can.
Look at me. I'm Mr. So-and-so Dick. I've got a penis the size of a such and such. All right, so
I've seen it. All right, so I dry off and I have the towel around my waist and I'm drinking my drink, which is amazing.
Yep. Well, actually, no, it isn't.
Oh, it isn't?
No.
It's cold and disgusting?
Frozen blood tastes terrible, but she's just doing it for the aesthetics of it.
So I look at her, I'm like, you can't actually like this.
And she says, who cares? Look how amazing I look.
And that's what charms me even more. If I had any doubt that I had any, no, I still love Karen. So I do a little cheers, clink my glass to hers, and I just drink it down as fast as I can.
All right.
I don't get a headache though because my brain is dead.
That's right.
Which is actually an interesting.
My brain is dead.
It's an interesting feeling. So I can just drink it down, and not care, but it doesn't taste good at all.
Doesn't taste good. No.
So I get a blood point.
No, not from a frozen daiquiri glass of blood.
Okay, so that just gets me wanting actual blood.
Right.
So then I
start looking at all these nerds.
I'm looking at these guys. Like, who's gonna? There has to be a nerd who'd be into me, and I could feed from. No. Well, you're telling me there's no nerds that are attracted to me.
All right. So here's
I defy you to. Okay.
Defy on you. So here's what I'm going to offer you, because I was thinking about this.
There's no nerd girls?
Of course there are.
Oh.
There's some barbs there.
Oh, good. Rude.
Yeah. No, during the downtime, during the week, I was thinking about this. So basically, we established your herd. Well, you have 1 or 2 dots in herd?
1.
1 dot, Roy.
I have 1 dot.
I have 1 dot. All right, so you have 1 dot in her. That's three people you can feed off of
at any given time.
Right. But what we had established with this was that these were 3 club kids at Club Zombie, and that the last time you fed off of them, it was kind of unpleasant. So what I'm going to offer you here is to shift your herd to another source, so that you don't have to worry about going to Club Zombie to make use of your herd.
There's no way I'm going back there, like,
right, exactly.
at any time soon. Unless Louis dies, I don't...
Yeah, it's not exactly friendly territory.
No.
So if you want, you can say that your new herd is drawn from Karen's fan club.
Okay, that works, because that's kind of one of my... I have, like, multiple havens. Mm-hmm. So I have, like, the Murder House, which is, like, my little digs with Christopher and Joaquin for the time being. Mm-hmm. I have my Calabasas haven with Karen. Mm-hmm. And then I have my own little Silver Lake haven, which I haven't been able to go near because of Mike. So, so basically what we're going to do is, so her fan club. Mm-hmm. So there have to be some nerds.
Yeah, no, easily done.
Nerds. So who?
It's your herd, man.
Who's looking at me?
Take some narrative control.
Are some people looking at me?
Yeah. Oh, well, you just got out of a pool buck naked, so.
Yeah, I'm pretty great. I'm pretty amazing.
I'm pretty awesome.
I'm trying to convince myself of that so I can play it properly. Mm-hmm. So I'm just going to look around, and I'm going to spot...
Who's spotting?
Well, I told you about... Well, they know she's a vampire, right? I mean...
Well, I mean, do they?
See, it's not crazy enough of a party, because I fed from some of the people at one of her parties before. Uh-huh. So, they're just, it's like her fan club. Like, I'm not gonna...
But you'll recall that, like, you'll recall that one of the presidents of her fan club, or one of the leaders of her fan club, was like the manager at Arrow Hobbies.
I'm not gonna feed from him. That's disgusting.
No, but what I'm saying is that obviously some of them do.
Some of them do.
Yeah, and they're okay with it.
He's a ghoul.
No, he's not a ghoul.
Oh.
The whole thing with a herd is that basically it's like, these are mortals who are like, you're a vampire? Cool. Mm-hmm. And then they're like, I really like the feel of being bitten. So
some of them do. So some
I'm
of
down
them
with it. Yeah, exactly.
So, but I can't really detect, because I don't really have very good observation, like disciplines or anything like.
Right.
Like I'd be able to like key in on someone, so I could victimize them. So horrible, but
so I can victimize.
Well, that's essentially what it is.
No, I know.
So
I'm aware.
Oh, I'm aware.
Yes, I'm aware.
So I think.
But yeah, I mean, if you want, you can make a hunting roll.
Yeah,
but
let me make a hunting roll.
Honestly, the difficulty is probably going to be.
Well, I just want to find one who is willing. I don't want to go up to some rando and be like, "Can I feed from?"
No,
you?
but that's what I'm saying, is that the difficulty is probably going to be so low. I don't even know if there's a.
Well, part of it, I don't know who's there and who would want to be on me.
Herd want to be on you. Okay, so why don't we do it that way? Let's just have you make a roll.
Okay.
And then we'll just go off of how many successes you get.
So what would we use? You need herd, status.
Well, you're right. So the difficulty is going to be 4 to begin with.
Okay.
Your herd reduces the difficulty by 1.
Okay, so 3.
And then, well, it's either, I can't remember which one it is. Your herd and your fame are both operating here.
All right.
One of them reduces the difficulty by 1. The other one adds a die. So basically, it's difficulty 3. You're going to get a bonus dice, and it's kind of up to you, but you can be using like appearance plus subterfuge, perhaps.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Appearance, subterfuge.
So difficulty 3 on that massive dice pool you're rolling there.
I like that this is the big pool that I have. It's not for like my brawling or anything like that.
Yeah. Well, why would you make a gangrel who's a brawler?
How dare you? Ooh. Oh, 3.
3. Okay, good. So I'd say you find your 3 herdsmen, herd people.
Herd people?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep, herd locker.
So I have to define who these people are.
Yes, it's your background. So.
All right. I don't know who they are, but I'll feed from them.
Yep, that's fine.
How do I do that though? I mean, they're nerds, so they're not used to being like approached.
Well, at the same time, though, they're of all the people, they're probably the ones who are most open to you going like, "Hey, what's up? I'm a vampire. Can I drain your blood?" And they're like, "Yeah, sure."
Okay. Why am I picturing?
Uh-oh. Oh no. You got it?
I'm picturing one of them is like Moss from the It Crowd.
Oh my god, yes. Yeah, sure.
Oh my god. All right. Oh my god.
Yeah.
Anyway,
That works.
I don't want to have these 3 nerds that I'm drinking from. This is stupid. It's like I like it. It's not sexy at all.
No, it isn't.
All right.
It's great.
Okay, so this is actually amazing. So
Yeah.
the music stopped?
Yeah, well, you got to flip the record over, you know.
Oh, okay. So okay. So how many blood points do I get?
Well, you can only drain 2 per person without threatening their lives.
Yeah. Well, I just want to take like 1 off of each.
So you get 3 blood points.
Oh, okay. Does that heal my? I've had another night's sleep.
If you
Or
want
day
to, yeah, if you want to spend it.
Okay, so how much? I'm trying to think of what I do here. What are you doing?
Hold on. There we go. Let's get the fan going.
Okay.
Okay.
So.
With the what now?
So it's 5,
Uh-huh.
but then we translated it differently with the blood pool. Oh, that's because I got like 8.
Yeah.
Right. Okay. So.
Yeah, it's just 5 per level.
No, I'm leaving it for now. I'm gonna leave it for now.
Leave it for now. Okay.
No.
It's not going to heal on its own.
No, then I want 2 points from each of these people.
Daddy's extra hungry.
Daddy's hungry. Okay. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so I'm back. Okay, so I got rid. So now I'm only at hurt.
Okay.
So oh, that's great. Okay, cool. So thanks, bro.
So basically, yeah, like you're up in one of the many spare bedrooms, you know, and you're just you're just kind of walking out of there as these 3 nerds are like laying draped across various couches and beds, you know, looking like, ooh, that was nice.
That reminds me of anyway, just like I mentioned before, just like high school flashbacks of like locker room antics, which I may or may not have. Well, I did partake of, but I was usually on the receiving end.
Your character, not you, as a
No. Sorry, no, I didn't mean me. Oh God, please. No, that was mostly just like change.
Because I'm into it, if that's what you're telling
managing
me.
the fine art of changing with your clothes on.
Right.
Anyway, no. Aaron's experiences.
Yes.
In the locker rooms and stuff.
Okay.
He was approached, and so he's like, "Fine, if you want to do it to me, I'm not going to do it to you."
So he's been on the other. He's bottomed, and now he's topping. Is what you're saying?
No, guys would want to blow him, and he was like, "All right,
Ouch.
fine." Like, if you want to do that, that's fine. It's very Roman.
Well, yes.
So he was in control, you know.
I got you. Now we know. So what are you doing? You heading out?
Oh, yeah. So I'm going to clean up some more. I'm going to take like an actual shower.
Okay.
I'm going to
get into the shower with the 2 dolphin shaped shower heads.
Cool.
You know?
That's fun.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then I'm going to get, my uniform, jeans, black t-shirt, and boots, and a jacket. And I'm going to go back down to Karen to tell her, I need her help.
Do you?
Nah. I don't want to put her in any more danger. That's the thing. That's another thing. So as I'm going down the stairs, I'm like, yeah, Karen, she could help me. And then I'm like, wait a minute. It would just put her in danger, and she's already like has like a little laser beam crosshairs on her already. So I don't want to put her in a more dangerous position.
Okay.
So I'm just gonna tell her. Okay. So can I pull her aside?
Sure.
Okay. So Karen.
Let's see. You're back down at the pool. So.
Yeah.
Okay.
So Karen, so I'm gonna head out.
Okay.
I'm gonna be gone for a couple days.
Okay.
And
wait, weren't you coming to my show tomorrow?
Oh shit, yes. So it'll be after your show. I'll be gone for a couple days.
Oh,
no,
okay.
I'll be at your show. My brother's gonna come to see your show.
Yeah, your brother. Yeah.
Yeah. And then I remember everything that's happened with him. Like, oh my god. Okay, yes, but you'll get to meet him. And, but yeah, he's really curious about your show. And, so I'll be at the studio like around 10, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then but once I'm done with that, then I'm out of there.
Okay.
Because I got some things that I need to do. But I'll be back.
Sounds good.
Okay. So I kiss her on the top of her hand.
Mm-hmm. She's into it.
Yeah, and then I leave.
All right.
And
you leave.
yeah. So
Okay.
So I get into my Jeep and I head out to Simi Valley to those freaking racist trailer park vampires.
Oh my god.
Yeah, Arena is a distant memory. I really don't care anymore.
Oh shit.
Because I'm thinking about Dawn. That sounded way...
Wow, you really slammed that mug down.
I didn't mean to. I don't know my own strength. And this is Desiree speaking. I don't know my own strength. So
Can I speak to Desiree, please?
No. All right. I'm just thinking about Rusty when they give him that truth serum, and he's like,
Adventure Brothers?
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
He's just rolling around on the floor and like... All right. Okay. So I'm driving to Simi Valley.
Okay.
Back to that trailer park.
Yep.
But again, it's like a nice feel. Like, I'm in the country again.
Yeah.
What a nice...
Out under open skies.
Yeah. So I pull up to the Winnebago, and I just hammer the door to wake them up.
Well, actually, as you're pulling in, you see they're already kind of hanging
cavorting.
out.
Okay.
They've deployed their own lawn chairs, although these are the cheapo aluminum frame with like vinyl lattice.
Oh yeah, I know them well.
Oh yes.
Yeah, no, it's classy.
And,
so they're out there,
and they're just hanging out. You know, chit-chatting. Somebody's, like chasing another one around with a sparkler, and...
What the hell? What the fuck? All right.
These would be the mortal contingent.
Yeah. So I walk up.
And Arena's like, put that shit out.
Yeah, it's like, all right. Does it make me nervous to see that sparkler?
You're a little...
like, whoa.
Basically, yeah, that was another thing I was kind of came across this week was just in terms of fire. Like, the criteria are size of fire, control of fire. So, like, a candle flame... usually okay unless somebody's like waving it in your face and threatening you with it, right? Or like a sparkler would make you maybe a little edgy, but you're okay about it because it's like, well, it's very small, it's just sparks,
Right.
even though it's like being waved around. And, so it's like, if you just think about it as being like super hyper paranoid about fire,
right,
but like if it's being used to threaten you or if it's a large blaze, regardless of, like if you went to like a
bonfire,
a university bonfire,
oh shit,
even though they have that under control,
no,
you wouldn't be able to go within like
that's
500 yards of that
that's
shit.
Terrifying.
And even then you'd be a little edgy,
Right.
So
okay, all right. Yeah. So I walk up. Is Arena out there? Or
yeah, she's out there.
Okay.
So she obviously saw you pull in, so she comes over and says, thought we weren't going to see you till tomorrow night.
No, I told you I'd come back in the middle of the week. Don't you remember our conversation?
Clearly not.
Yeah. So
what's up?
I just wanted to just kind of get the details down. I sent them a note. I put a note in their mailbox that said Friday night.
Good.
I'm going to be pretty busy up until probably after midnight.
All right.
Actually, I'd probably get there around 1:30. So there's a couple ways we can do this. Either we're going to go and we're going to ambush them, or we're going to pretend to kidnap Vera and Henry and then have Edward follow us.
Right.
But I'm just not really sure which would work best.
Well, as far as I know, they don't really leave their house very often.
Does he have bodyguards?
I don't think so. If you want, you can go stake out the house tonight. Just
I think I should.
See what's to be seen.
Okay.
But I think we're just going to have to kick the door in and get Henry and Vera out of there. And then if I can grab Edward at that point, so much the better. If not, we'll make sure that he follows us and set up an ambush. further up the road, as it were.
So who's going to ambush him?
Oh, well, I'll take care of it.
Oh, suddenly you're the kidnapping expert now?
When it comes to that.
All right.
When it comes to something I want.
Okay. All right. So, okay. So why don't we head over there around? Well, why don't we meet there at 1:45?
Yeah. Okay, we'll meet there.
And then we'll go from there.
Yeah.
And then, yeah. So, yeah. I guess that's pretty much it. I told you I'd come back and confirm, and I did.
Great. Well, then I'll see you in Pasadena tomorrow night.
Okay, so I'll write down the address, give it to her, and have a good night.
So she pockets the address and, I thought I told you to put that sparkler out, you idiot.
So I'm going to leave. I'm going to head over to Silver Lake.
Okay.
And I get to Silver Lake.
Yeah.
And I just check in to see how Mike's doing. And Derek.
Okay. Time at this point would be what?
Probably close to 11:30.
All right. So you get to the house and you find a note on the refrigerator.
Oh.
After you go inside and it seems like nobody's there.
Yeah.
And it's in Derek's hand. And he said, Mike and I out clubbing back later.
So I look at it, I just kind of smile to myself like, yeah, I bet. Damn, I wonder where they went. Shit. I'm going to call Dawn.
Okay. So it is Thursday night. You called around 7. It is now
11:30ish.
11:30ish. Okay. So, actually, I'm going to say on your way back to Silver Lake, you got a page from her.
Oh.
Yeah.
143? Oh. All right, I'm going to call her.
Okay. All right. So she picks up on the second ring.
Hey.
All
right, so we talk.
Yep. So she was in class.
Yeah.
And,
of course. Why wouldn't you be?
Yada.
So how are you doing?
Oh, doing good. Yeah, no, I had it was a pretty boring class. Trying not to fall asleep, but
yeah, sorry about that.
No, that's fine. I'm gonna hit the hay a little early tonight, though. But I'm really glad we got a chance to talk.
Yeah, definitely.
So, what you got going on
over there? I just want to go over there and be with her again.
Stake out a kidnapping site for tomorrow night, or go hang out with my mortal girlfriend.
She's not my girlfriend. Damn. I don't know. Decisions. Oh. But let's leave it up to random.
Let the dice decide. I'm thinking self-control. Yeah.
I don't have any self-control.
We'll say difficulty 7.
All right. I make 1.
Make 1. Okay, so that's all you needed.
Okay. So I just sigh, and
out of habit,
and say, I just wanted to hear your voice, and I will call you. I will try to contact you some more, but just please keep taking care of yourself and find a different place to live.
I'm working on it. Okay. I got a copy of the recycler on my kitchen counter right now.
Good. Okay. So
they had apartment listings, right?
Yeah, definitely. All right, so I will talk to you later. Bye. Click. Okay. Bye. All right, so heading to Pasadena.
All right. Alrighty, so you get to Orange Grove Boulevard. You park your
Jeep?
Yeah, your Jeep. There's a part of me that still keeps thinking you're driving around in a van.
No, it's that Jeep Wrangler.
R.I.P. van.
Oh,
yeah, I know.
That's a good one.
I know, you got the Jeep.
My van.
All right, so you
Awesome,
park your
man.
Jeep, which is good because
Yeah.
it won't stick out.
Yeah,
as
exactly. It's like, it looks nice.
badly.
Yeah,
as
yeah.
a van would. But Orange Grove Boulevard, nice wide boulevard lined with palm trees. It's where the Rose Parade goes.
Yeah. Yeah.
So plenty of parking. So you
So I pull up.
you get a good spot. So why don't we get a roll from you here?
Okay.
I'm thinking.
I have investigation.
Yeah, well, I'm thinking investigation for sure. And I don't know. Probably intelligence, I'm sorry to say.
What?
Yeah.
Not wits?
No, wits are more like in the moment.
I'm in the moment. I'm watching them in the moment.
For hours, though. It's aggregating your observations and putting them together.
Perception?
Yeah. Perception plus investigation, please.
It's still only 3 dice. It's still only 3 dice.
All right, so difficulty 6.
I make 1.
All right.
Okay. So I do a fairly marginal job of staking out this place.
And where are you sleeping tonight?
Oh. Murder house.
Yeah?
Yeah.
All
No, I
right.
can't go back to Silver Lake. Okay, so
Well-
I stake it out from the time period that,
Yeah, because I'm asking to get an idea of how long you'd be there before you had to leave.
I'm gonna leave
basically.
by 3 because
Okay.
that's all I need to know. We're only gonna be there from midnight to
Yeah, right,
3.
right,
so
right.
and nothing. Did I notice anything interesting?
Okay, so during the 3.5, 4 hours you were there. No, I guess 3 hours. You observed the place, and you didn't really notice anything interesting.
Quiet.
It's very quiet. Sometimes a light would go on in a room and then go off, so they're definitely there.
Right.
But apart from that, it's like there's not a whole lot of evidence that they're there.
I
Certainly,
think it's gonna be deceptive.
there's certainly no guys in black suits,
Right.
Slowly, parading around
Like Louis' house. Louis' house who
exactly.
has obvious bodyguards. and
bodyguards
peacocks
and peacocks and bodyguard peacocks.
Yeah, those are the worst.
Yeah.
So, okay. All right, so I'm going to head back to Silver Lake. So it's around 3:30.
30.
And are the lights on?
Lights are on.
I'm going to head in.
All right. So you get in and find both. Derek's in his bed.
Yeah.
Mike is splayed on the futon, snoring loudly.
Oh, no.
Obviously drunk.
Okay.
Sleeping it off.
All right.
He's face down.
Okay.
With his head sort of angled off the futon. So
Aw.
Derek probably,
Put him there.
put him there.
I was hoping that Mike would have someone with him.
Yeah.
That they brought somebody home.
No.
No. Okay. All right. So I'm just gonna kind of look at him. So I still have my camera.
Yeah.
I'm gonna take a picture of Mike like that. This will come in handy later. All right. So I'm gonna leave. I'm gonna go to the murder house.
Oh, you're going to the murder house. Okay.
Yeah, it's like 15 minutes away.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna. Is anyone there?
No.
But Christopher promised. He said that he's like, oh, I'm just coming and going, and I should
Coming and going.
No. He said I shouldn't do that, and I should be more like aware that I might want to see him. And
Yeah, well, best intentions, man.
rude. So I'm gonna curl up and call it a night.
Yes. Okay.
All right. So, great.
All right, so...
It is Friday.
Friday the 16th.
All right. I am going to call. Oh, and the phones still work at the murder house.
Yes, they do.
I'm going to check my beeper.
Let's see. So Friday night when you get up. So, yep, you have a page.
What is it?
143.
Oh, I'm going to call her.
All right. Picks up on the 4th ring.
Hey. It's me.
Wow, I wasn't expecting to hear from you.
I know, but I just wanted to hear your voice again. Oh, what was that?
Sorry. Just a little squee.
All right, well, I miss you too. And tonight's going to be pretty nuts.
So listen, Aaron. I was thinking.
I'm breaking up with you. I had a girlfriend for 3 days.
Yeah. It's like I was in 3rd grade again. I've been thinking. I need something to look forward to. So I think you need to promise me that we're going to go on a date when you get back.
Definitely. Absolutely.
Good.
Absolutely.
So what's the date?
Okay. Not going to Little Tokyo. Definitely not doing that.
I insist on going to Little Tokyo.
Definitely not. Okay, so here's what I want. Here's what I want you to do. I want you to find.
Here's what you're gonna do. You're gonna
record yourself.
You're gonna record yourself for a whole day.
You're gonna for a whole day and just listen to what you're saying.
Anyway.
All right. Okay, so here's what I want you to do. I know that. I know. So I'm asking Dawn this. Mm-hmm. So at the Rialto Theater in Pasadena, they have Rocky Horror Picture Show.
Oh yeah.
And I've never been.
Great.
And I don't know if you've gone. I mean, you're like a theater kid, right? So,
yeah. It was kind of like one of the first things I did after I got out here. So.
Oh, okay. Well, why don't we go do that on the following? Well, I'm going to see you before that. They do it on Friday nights.
Okay. We'll say in the World of Darkness they do it
every night. Yeah. Oh wow, they're busy.
Yeah.
It's like they're paid to do it, pretty much.
Yeah.
They're like paid.
They're like professionals.
The theater pays the kids to come and dress up and do all the rice and the water guns, and newspaper. Okay, so why don't we go see Rocky Horror on on Tuesday?
Okay. Yeah.
I should be back by then.
Cool.
Yeah.
Okay.
Nice.
I'll go as...
Oh, you're going to go as somebody?
Well, you have to. I mean, come on. If you're going to... Hey,
I don't know.
Come on, Aaron. We're taking drama classes.
I know. I'm pretending I don't know. Okay, well, you surprised me. Surprise me.
Okay. You do the same.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. Well, he's never seen it before.
Oh, yeah.
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 He hasn't seen it.
Sure.
So maybe she would know what to dress to, like, she'd say, "Oh, we should dress up as blah."
Okay. So she does.
Oh, what does she want us to dress up as?
Trying to think what she would go for. All right. So she kind of thinks about it. She's like, since we're both a couple of hicks from the sticks, I think we should go as Brad and Janet.
All right. What should I wear?
Just like the squarest clothes you can think of.
Okay.
Like a white shirt and like brown slacks.
Like a dress shirt?
Yeah.
Okay.
And just go to Sears and get like some really cheap eyeglass frames.
Okay. All right.
That will never ever be fashionable.
Okay.
And then just like if you can, just comb your hair in a really dorky way.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, I'll do that.
Great.
Okay. All right. So Tuesday night.
Yep.
Okay, great. I cannot wait.
Me neither.
Oh my god.
These two. These crazy kids.
Deluded individuals. Okay. All right. So I am on cloud 9.
Oh, and a windbreaker.
Okay, sure. Yeah. So I'm on cloud 9. Mm-hmm. So I have a little bit of time to spare. So I'm going to go and buy those things.
Okay.
So I'm going to get So Brad costume. Mm-hmm. Okay. All right. So I get that. Mm-hmm. And so I'm really excited because I don't know what to expect. It's going to be so fun.
Yep.
And then, so I'm going to head to the studio.
Okay.
Oh, no, I'm going to head to Silver Lake. Oh, my God. So many things. Just, God damn it. I'm going to head to Silver Lake.
All right.
I feel like I'm, plotting my whole freaking day. Like the amount of thought. I'm organizing my thoughts around where I have to drive to. Mm-hmm. That's part of life
LA
out
living.
there. So I'm going to go to Silver Lake.
Yep.
I'm going to check in to get Mike, pick him up.
Right.
So I'm going to come into the house.
Yep.
What's going on?
Basically.
And Derek's going to come too.
Yeah, so they're kind of just hanging out. They're both dressed, ready to go.
Okay, so it's 9 o'clock.
Yeah.
At the most. It's
Yeah.
actually closer to 8.
Sure.
So, hey, what's up?
Hey, what's up?
So, what did you guys get up to last night?
Oh man, we hit some clubs,
Which
some
clubs?
bars.
Did you go to Circus Disco?
Yeah, we did. It was wild.
Yeah, it's pretty.
That fucking clown, man.
Yeah, I know.
Weirded me out.
Yeah, it's pretty intense. Mike, how are you doing?
He's like, Aaron, I don't know how you get any work done out of here. There's just lots of crazy stuff going on.
Yeah. Well.
But and then we went to what was that place, Derek? And he's like, it was like it was the Cat House.
Oh, what's that?
Oh, just like rock.
Yeah.
Saw a live band.
Cool.
Yeah.
What band?
They're from Seattle. Soundgarden.
Okay.
Yeah, they're pretty righteous, man.
Oh, cool.
Pretty heavy.
Yeah.
Heavy shit, dude.
Nice.
And I saw Floyd at the Forum in '78.
Whoa.
I didn't think I'd hear anything heavier than that.
So is Derek like my age?
Yeah.
Okay.
So he was like a kid.
Yeah.
When he went to see it.
I believe it.
Yeah.
Wow. That's intense.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah.
Wow. I hope they come by again because that would be amazing to go see.
Yeah. Totally.
All right. Okay. So you guys ready?
Yeah.
I don't know if you're ready for this. Derek, you remember the last time we went? Right.
Yeah, just a little bit.
Yeah. So.
Shit.
All right. So I don't know if that's scaring Mike.
That's when you got. I mean. It was pretty wild.
Does he say that?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Let's go.
It's pretty wild.
Let's go. So yeah, so let's head in.
Okay.
Let's go. So we're gonna go to the studio.
Okay. So you're at the studio. You're in the audience.
So I'm touring. I gave Mike a whole tour of the set.
Yeah.
I showed him. I had him meet Karen backstage.
Yep.
She's in her full outfit, right?
Full outfit.
Full on everything. And so, what does he think of her?
He's just like, at this point, he's seen so many crazy things.
Yeah.
That this is just like one more crazy LA thing that he's seeing. So he's just like, I'm really happy for you, man. Like, this is like, as you're kind of taking your seats in the audience, like.
Well, I'm gonna be kind of backstage.
Or as you're showing them to their seats,
Okay.
This is so cool.
Yeah,
like,
it's pretty great.
Listen, I'm really glad it came out because I was really worried about you.
Pause.
Yeah. Freudian slip.
No, not that. That's, I feel like you're about to lay the biggest goddamn bomb and explode my whole world.
What?
Every time I'm feeling happy and secure in my world of darkness, I know I shouldn't feel this way.
Wrapped up in my world of darkness.
Living in a world of darkness. I know that you're about to fuck things up royally for me. So let me just savor this moment.
Jesus Christ.
What? Am I just sounding really dramatic?
Yeah. That's fine, though.
It's just like how I'm feeling, where I'm like, oh, wow, everybody's so happy. Everything's going so according to plan. And then...
Hey, there's some sessions that are like that, Like, we had one of those a few sessions back.
No.
I can't remember which one it was.
No.
Things are going pretty well.
It's going well. So... I showed them to your seats. Yay, we're all happy. It's all good.
Really glad I came out here.
So glad you came out to visit me. And I'm going to be out of town for most of the weekend.
Oh, okay.
But you're leaving Sunday, right? Or Saturday? You're leaving tomorrow.
I'm actually leaving tomorrow, yeah. So
Okay.
after this, we got to go get some dinner or something.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, we can do it. Yeah, we can do it.
Because it's fine because I gotta call a taxi to get me at like 6 tomorrow morning.
Okay.
So
yeah, no, we'll go somewhere and eat food after this.
I was looking
And
at
in fact, we may even leave a little early. It's okay. You don't have to see the whole show.
Oh yeah. I was looking at the Eats Food Merit, and it actually says you enjoy food. It's not just that you can eat it.
Oh, okay.
But you can actually enjoy it.
Derive some pleasure from it.
It's just that you have to heave it up later.
Oh, I have to vomit it up. Uh-oh. Mike's like, Aaron, you have an eating disorder. It's a very special Neon Masquerade episode.
Yeah. I recently saw an episode of Cagney and Lacey that dealt with this.
No. Okay.
Anyway.
So,
Or Different Strokes.
No,
Remember that Different Strokes?
Oh, shit.
Anyway.
So okay. So yeah, no, we'll definitely grab a bite, and then but then we're gonna go up to San Francisco actually.
Oh wow. Okay.
But so the next time you come out, maybe we can go up there.
Now, what would I want to do in San Francisco?
I'm just going to walk away. I'm going to walk away from him.
He's like shouting after you. Why would I possibly want to go there?
Shut up, you ass. All right, so I'm going to go backstage and just check in with Karen. Like, you ready to go? Everything's good?
Yeah.
You feeling good?
Feeling great.
Okay, great.
All right, so the show gets underway. She's showing Ed Wood's Bride of the Monster.
Nice.
You know.
Are there any kindred in the audience? Because remember, at the last rant, she's like, "Hey, come to my show. I'll comp your tickets."
Why don't you give me a perception plus awareness roll?
At what?
6.
3.
You spot 2 in the back rows.
Are they familiar to me or no?
No.
Are they some of those punks?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Interesting. All right.
So, you know, she does her thing, you know.
Okay.
During the downtime when they're showing the movie, she kind of like entertains the audience. Banter and, you know, it's a lot like the Halloween show.
Little one-liners.
And, you know, like, back and forth with the audience and stuff, you know.
All right, so it's like before maybe like the last commercial break.
Okay.
And so I go up to Mike and Derek and I'm like, okay, well, why don't we go out?
Let's do it.
Okay, so we leave. So she knew I was going to do that. Okay, so we head out to go to Cantor's.
Oh, okay, sure.
Yeah. So we'll go to Cantor's Deli.
Get some food.
Oh, God. Let's get a salad. It's even worse.
So, yeah, Mike's like kind of ripping you about rabbit food, you know, and West Coast cuisine and all this stuff, you know.
Shut it.
Yeah. He gets like a, pastrami melt.
Okay, so then I ask them, like, could you get me like a steak on top of this salad? Like, because they'll put whatever on top.
Yeah,
can I get a steak on top of the salad? I just have to, because I have to double down.
Yeah.
I'm such an ass.
Yeah.
So I do that, and I'm just eating the steak like, oh, this is so good. Yum. All right.
So basically...
so by then it's probably around 1.
Yeah.
So we're going to head back to Silver Lake. Mike, I love you, brother.
Love you too, man.
Pat. And I thank you so much for coming out here, and tell Mom and Dad not to worry about me. I'm fine.
I know you are. I'll see you, I hope to see you this Christmas. I know you couldn't make it out this last one.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, I'll see what I can do.
All right. Don't be a stranger.
No, of course not. He has my pager number. So he can page me. All right.
So off you go.
So I'm heading to Pasadena. With the man on a mission. I have my blade.
Okay.
On me.
Right.
I have my everything. Oh, so can I have Derek take a picture of me and Mike?
Sure. Yeah.
Okay. So he takes a picture of us. And cool. All right. So I'm in Pasadena. I'm waiting for...
Oh, I was just letting you jot down whatever you're going to jot down.
Yeah, no. So I'm just... This roll of film, like, has a lot of different pictures.
Oh, neat. That's a good idea.
It, so I'm going to... Something to write about later. Mike passed out. Me and Mike. Okay. All right, so I'm in Pasadena, and
Pasadena, I am in you.
and we pull up to the Vine. I pull up to the Vine's house.
Yeah. So you see Irina's little caravan RV, a couple blocks further down.
Okay.
And the lights kind of flash at you.
So I get out of the vehicle. I'm walking up to her.
Okay. So door opens, she hops down. She's wearing, black jeans, black jacket, zipped up, ready for infiltration duty.
Let's do it.
All right. She nods. Let's do it. So she's got her 2 sort of, kindred.
Is that Mutt and Jeff?
Yep.
Okay.
And I guess the rest of them are kind of waiting in the in the RV. So she says, how do you want to do this?
Well, you said just kicking the door open. Element of surprise.
Okay.
Really can't beat that.
No, you can't. You really can't. So let's do it.
All right.
All right. So you walk down the sidewalk.
Yeah, I'm picturing this brick walkway steps up to the house.
Yep. Yeah. Periodic little steps, wending its way up through the perfectly manicured lawn, past some palm trees. Porch light is on. You know,
Right.
so very soon you're sort of bathed in the light of the porch. You know, and you get up to the front door.
Kick the door in.
Okay. Do you want to burn some blood points to give you extra strength?
Yeah.
Dice. Okay. So it's one point per die.
1. Okay, 4.
Okay.
And then nothing else. Oh, athletics
Yeah.
at 6.
I'm gonna say 8. Actually, it's dead bolted.
Okay. Ooh, 2.
Wow. Okay.
What a badass.
Yeah. So you put your boot right on the pressure point and the door.
Yeah, that I somehow know how to do.
And somehow you've seen it all these times in movies. You're like, and you just heave back and you do it.
Yeah.
And using your vitae to power this.
Yeah.
You actually kind of surprise yourself as
Like,
as the bolt
it worked.
as the bolt
Disintegrates,
breaks and the door flies open
Right.
with this big juddering sound. And so you see beyond there is an entryway. So let me just get that there. Okay, so there's an entryway. Very large marble floors.
Wow.
Elegant sort of Art Nouveau style chandeliers.
Wow.
Red trim, red Persian carpet. There's a grand staircase at the end of the hall.
Oh my god.
There's it's just totally
Classy.
elegant, classy.
All right.
Yeah. So
So I look at the top of the stairs. Nobody there?
nobody there right now.
Okay.
But
I look to the rooms. Like, are there rooms?
yeah, there's like a parlor off to one side
so
and the dining
looking in
room
there.
off to the other side.
Okay, so start looking around.
So let's see. Hold on a second.
Edward's out of town, you fucker. This would have been easier.
Oh my god, what did you do to our door? Let's see. Yeah, okay. So you're looking around, and Henry is coming down the stairs.
Yeah. How does he look?
He is in his full,
butler mode.
butler mode, and
Can I help you?
Well, and he's actually got a like a medieval sword in his hand, and then you can see he's like tensed and ready.
Yeah.
But then he sees you, and he's like his eyebrows go up, but then he's like, "What are you doing here?
Yeah.
Get out of here!"
Yeah.
kind of trying to pantomime it.
Right. Okay. Where's Edward?
Where's Edward, you ask?
Yeah.
Okay. He's not here right now. And he's like kind of pointing, through that door.
All right, so we're going to head over there.
Now see here, I can't let you. This is not really,
All right.
Yeah.
So it's just like, get up there and get your bags ready to get the fuck out.
Yeah.
Okay. So we're going after Edward.
Okay. So, all right. Let's see here.
Oh my god.
All right. We're being seen. Shadows. Yeah. Okay.
Oh. There better not be any tentacles this time.
No tentacles. Don't worry. Let's see. All right. So you go through the parlor and enter this library.
Okay.
The lights are off in the library, so it's all just natural moonlight filtering in through the tall windows. You don't see anything.
Flick the light on.
Okay. So.
Oh, night. No, I turned my night vision on. Yeah, my eyes glow red.
That's right. Okay, so let's see here.
Turn the light on. The hell?
That's a newbie mistake.
Dumbass. Neonate ass. Vampire.
Neonate have an ass. All right, make a wits plus awareness, not alertness, but awareness roll. Difficulty 7.
One.
Okay.
Yeah, I turned my eyes on.
All right, you think you might...
Eyes of the Beast.
Eyes of the Beast. Do you think you might have seen some movement over between two of the bookshelves?
All right. So I'm going to gesture to Arena.
Okay.
Over there.
So she slips a stake out of her jacket sleeve. Let's see here. What can she do?
She has feral eyes.
She does, and they are lit up, actually.
Okay. It's kind of weird seeing her like, oh, that's how I look.
Yeah, like, oh, shit.
Like, whoa. Yep.
All right. So she slips the stake out of her sleeve.
Yeah.
And then, yep. Okay. And then you hear something that sounds like Vera screaming.
Oh.
And she says, I know you're in here, Vines, and we've got your wife. Show yourself, or we'll rip her head off. And there's just like these blood-curdling screams like coming from behind you, like out in the hall, you know. And a couple beats pass, and then Edward comes stepping out of the shadows as they kind of fall off of him.
Oh wow.
You know.
Okay.
And he says, do what you wish to me, but leave my wife out of this.
Oh. I just look at Arena like.
Yeah. So she says, "Step forward, you worm," and he does, and she just walks right up to him, and just
whoa,
puts the stake right in his chest,
goes down like a pump,
and then yep.
Oh my god, that was so easy. All right, so once that she's taking care of this,
yeah,
I'm gonna go to see where Vera is.
All right,
screaming.
The screaming died as soon as the stake went in.
Oh.
And so as you walk back out in the hall, you see Vera coming down the stairs with Henry, following her, like lugging a couple suitcases, and she's like clipping an earring onto her ear.
Are you okay?
Yes, fine.
You were screaming.
No, I wasn't.
What the hell was that?
Where's Edward?
Arena's taking care of him. Just come with me.
So Henry kind of stiffens up and he says, "What do you mean, taking care of him?"
You want us to get you out of here.
Yes.
Let's go.
I can't leave if Edward is in danger.
He's not.
You're going to have to,
Oh, shit.
You have to work your Convincerama skills there.
Subterfuge?
I think subterfuge, yeah.
Charisma.
Charisma plus subterfuge, yeah. Or manipulation. All right, I'll allow it.
No, I don't want you to make it easy for me. So it'll be manipulation.
Yes, plus subterfuge. Yep.
Classic. I have a friendly face.
You do. All right, so difficulty 5.
Okay.
Yep.
Wait, let me see. Anything else?
Trust me, my friend.
I'm not like Salvador. Difficulty 5?
Yeah.
Oh, 4.
Damn.
All my dice.
Jeez.
I gotta get to Dawn. I don't care. Like, that's motivating me.
That's right. Okay.
All right.
Hey, if you want to spend a point of willpower, you can make it 5.
Sure.
All right. For critical success.
Yep.
All right. So Henry kind of looks at you and then goes, "You're an honorable man, Aaron. That's why we contacted you. Very well. I trust you implicitly, and I know you do nothing to betray that trust."
Let's keep going. Let's keep walking.
Have I mentioned how much I trust you and how honorable you are?
Let's just get the hell out of here.
All right.
So what does Arena do? Okay, so we're escorting them into the Winnebago.
Okay. All right.
And these all these mongrels. Like,
so they're all kind of like hanging out, like leaning up against the side of the RV.
Get the fuck in there! What the hell are you doing?
Hey man, you can't talk to us that way. Only Irina can talk to us like that.
She's right behind me.
Oh shit, let's get in the RV.
Yeah. So then they go in with them.
Yeah, so Vera's kind of like, oh.
Yeah, apologies for the condition of this, but this is the best we could do.
Yeah. All right, so they get in.
All right, I close the door.
Yep.
I run back into the house.
So as you're running back, Mutt and Jeff are coming out, and then Irina's coming out after them, carrying Edward in like a fireman's carry.
You cannot show them. You cannot. No. Okay, I'm gonna tell her. Henry will go batshit if he sees this. You have to do whatever you're gonna do now.
Jeff, you drive the RV. Aaron, let's put him in your Jeep and I'll ride with you. We have a short stop to make before we head out.
And that you're gonna get rid of him.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Okay. So we we take everybody there. We get all organized. All right, and so we're heading to. So we're gonna leave.
You're gonna leave. So so you bundle Edward into the back of your Jeep, and Irina gets in the passenger seat.
Okay.
And tells you to
Book it.
drive up to the 210 and get on that.
All right.
210 west.
Okay, so we're just driving.
Yeah.
Silently.
RV gets in, falls in behind you.
Okay.
Yep.
So by this time it's like 2:30. Okay.
Yeah.
So we have to make a short stop somewhere?
Yeah.
Where are we stopping?
Pull into that gas station. Actually, I have to make a phone call.
I do it.
All right. So she disappears for 5 minutes, goes over to the payphone, comes back, gets back in the Jeep. All right. We're going to drive out to Simi, and I'll tell you where to get off the freeway.
Okay. So we're heading in.
We're driving.
Driving.
Uncomfortable silence.
Very uncomfortable.
Gonna turn the radio on?
No.
All right.
I'm still pissed.
You're not gonna put it on the wave?
As a matter of fact, I will, because I know it's gonna piss her off.
Oh, nice.
So
nice.
I'm gonna be like, do you mind if I turn the radio on?
Yeah, sure.
I turn on the motherfucking wave, 94.7. The freaking smooth jazz. Epitome of wank.
Yep.
Station.
Epitome of wank.
I am turning on the smooth jazz because fuck you, Irina, for calling me a mutt. Yeah, I get it. I get it. You can be out in the background, it's fine.
All right. Yeah, so...
Does it piss her off?
Yes.
What does she do?
Well, she doesn't want to let you know that she's pissed off, so she's just got her mouth kind of fixed in a grim line,
So, we're driving up to Simi Valley?
Yep.
Great.
All right.
Awesome.
So, so she directs you to take a certain exit that's not the same one that would have gone to where she was staying.
Right.
But nonetheless, takes you along back streets out towards a more rural area. Even more rural, actually, yeah. And it's you finally
like Victorville or something.
Practically. So you finally like pull in at this sort of rundown corral, area. Like it was probably once a horse ranch.
Okay.
But seems to have fallen into disuse.
Okay.
There's some stables, but like the roof is caved in.
Okay.
So you pull in.
Right.
And there's let's see. There is a Jeep, but it's like an older model Jeep. And then
another gang girl.
Damn it! I didn't mean to be such a stereotype.
I know I am.
So there's a Jeep, and then there's like a couple sort of vintage motorcycles, like a late 40s Indian.
Now I'm wondering Smiling Jack.
50s Harley.
Okay.
And so you pull in, and she just says you can just wait in the Jeep. This won't take very long.
Okay. So you better tell those folks in the Winnebago to sit tight, and they have their little curtain up so they don't see what's happening.
Yeah, she says, I had a word with them back at the gas station.
Okay,
so,
all right.
And indeed, you see the Winnebago is kind of parked down the road, down the trail.
Yeah.
So she gets out, walks around the back.
Oh my God, because she's so strong.
Yeah, heaves Edward out.
Oh God.
Fireman's carry again, starts walking across. And so you see 3 figures sort of silhouetted in the moonlight.
Yeah.
2 men and a woman.
Uh-huh.
So you can give me a perception plus alertness roll.
Yeah. At what?
6.
2.
Okay. They look awfully familiar to you.
Yeah.
And indeed, as you're kind of squinting, you realize that they're...
my feral eye can see.
Yeah. You realize that they are the assassins, the would-be assassins.
So that terrifies me. Mm-hmm. It terrifies me.
Mm-hmm. What do you want to do?
So I almost want to duck down.
Oh shit!
No. But I have courage. Can I roll a courage roll?
Yeah.
I'm almost ready to just book it out of there. Leave. At what?
6.
I make 2, so I'm fine. So I remain calm, but that scares the shit out of me.
Yeah. Or it would if you had any.
If I had poo.
Yeah.
I don't.
If you had the poo.
But Arena knows them. She's like a phone call away. All right, I'm just thinking all these things. Mm-hmm. How does she know them? Is she the one who placed the hit on Petrodon, initially? Did she hire that one to follow me, maybe? I'm super paranoid right now. Mm-hmm. So this scares me, but now I'm I can't piss Arena off. I need to be nice to her and charming.
We can listen to whatever you want to listen to.
Yeah, exactly. I'm not that pissed at Arena. It's okay. So I'm justifying it in my mind. All right, so I see this, and that scares me, and those thoughts go through my head. Okay.
So you watch, she's about 50 yards off. Mm-hmm. So you watch as she throws Edward down in front of them, and they, exchange some words. Mm-hmm. Not angry words.
Yeah, just talking.
They're just talking.
Mm-hmm.
But it does look like she's kind of, talking to them in a sort of business-like fashion, you might almost say.
Okay. All right.
And the exchange only lasts about 30 seconds.
Yeah.
And then the guy you fought in the alley actually scoops up the body. Mm-hmm. Edward's. What do you call it?
Well, his body.
Well, I'm just what's the adjective of torpor? Torpid, I suppose. His torpid body.
Yeah.
And so he picks that up.
Okay.
And I'm just going to look at a couple of things here.
Oh my God.
Yeah, okay. All right. And, yep, all right. None of them have aspects. Okay, so...
Oh my God. Oh my God.
So you remain, in the shadows, as it were.
Oh, shit. Oh my God. Okay, sorry.
So they scoop up the body, load it into their Jeep.
Right.
And, get on, one of them, the guy you fought actually gets, the woman gets into the Jeep. The 2 men get on their bikes.
Yeah.
The engines roar to life. Mm-hmm. Headlights click on. Do you want to duck down now?
I'm fucking badass.
Oh, shit.
No, I'm not, but I have courage. I've got to play it up.
Yep. Let's see how you're...
At what?
6.
3.
Ooh. So you're just going to keep your hand up on the wheel and just be like...
Just there. My eyes are still night vision-y.
Yep.
Although those headlights probably hurt my eyes.
Ah!
Oh, I squint to look like a punk anyway.
Yeah. Oh, I hurt my eyes. Oh,
oh my eyes.
Oh, owie. All right. I'm going to do a roll.
Oh, no. Oh, no. Uh-oh. Oh, no.
I rolled 4 10s. Good thing there's not anything extra for rolling a 10 in Old World of Darkness.
You know what? I kind of hate you right now, because when you made that little fart sound, it was like, oh, I rolled like 4 1s.
No.
But no, then you're like, I rolled 4 10s. What are the odds? So it's really making me mad right now. I mean, mad in the most lightest sense of the word mad. Like, damn it. So you rolled 4 10s,
Yep.
eh?
All right, so the headlights play across the Jeep as they're starting to pull out. And you see this guy, and he raises his hand in obviously a prearranged hand signal, and all of the vehicles stop. And he angrily kicks down the kickstand and jumps off the bicycle, jumps off his bike, and and the older guy is obviously trying to sort of calm him down. And he's just like, what the fuck, Irina? What are you trying to pull over here? What the fuck is this? And then he's kind of looking at you. He's like, you owe me.
Why?
You have my knife, motherfucker.
I'm going to give it back to him. I don't need it.
You're going to get out of the Jeep?
Yes.
All right.
I get out of the Jeep.
So then he's like,
I'm gonna throw it. I'm gonna throw it at him.
Ooh.
Because fuck you.
Throw to hurt?
Yeah. Well, I don't care. Throw to I'm just gonna throw it at him.
All right.
But I have no melee.
No. I'd say a Dex plus Athletics actually.
Okay. 2. What's the difficulty?
6.
1.
Okay.
I throw it right back at him.
All right, so roll your strength plus...
I wish I could keep it, but I don't need this.
Roll strength plus 1 damage.
What? How do I calculate?
Difficulty 6.
Oh. 1.
Okay. So you do 1 box of aggravated damage to him.
Good.
So it sticks in his shoulder.
Yeah.
And he's like, ah! Motherfucker!
Yeah, payback's a bitch, isn't it?
So then Irina's in amongst you, in amongst them, and she's like, whoa, it's cool, guys, it's cool.
I gave him his knife back. They can leave.
And so the older one's like, why did you bring this asshole? What the hell?
To me?
No, to her. And
to her about me.
Yeah,
I'm the asshole.
Yeah.
Just checking.
Me? I'm the asshole. And and she's like, I didn't know. I didn't know you guys had run into each other before. Okay, look, it was an innocent mistake, and you are leaving now, so you'll never have to see him again, right, Aaron?
Right.
So just consider this goodbye.
Square.
A goodbye kiss from Los Angeles, and you don't need to come back, right? And so the older guy's like, yeah, well, as long as that bag we got in the Jeep is what you say it is.
Didn't you look at his face?
Stay out of this, jerk.
Yeah. Nice.
And and she's like, he is. Trust me. Nice, low generation. It's fine. And so they're like, all right. So they're kind of still giving you dirty looks, and they get back on their bikes.
I'm gonna turn the stair.
Yep. The younger one is flipping you off as he pulls out,
Whatever. I just watch them leave.
Yep. So there's all this dust in the air everywhere, And Irina comes over and she's like, okay, so you want to tell me something?
Let's just leave. Let's just get the fuck out of here.
No, I want to know what you've got going on with the dead gypsies that...
Nothing. I'll tell you when we're driving up. We're going to be driving up 6 hours, right? We're losing all the night that we have right now. Let's just get the hell out of here.
All right. Yeah, no, we're not going to be able to make it all the way.
I know.
I got a place up the coast that we can stay for the day.
It's bad enough that it's going to be like 2 days.
All right.
Let's just get the hell out of here.
Fine. So
I'm mad.
Yeah. Bickering like an old married couple.
Oh, isn't that cute?
Yeah. So you get in the...
My father never liked you.
Oh, my God.
Okay.
So we get in the Jeep, pull out.
Okay, so then I start telling her.
All right.
I tell her about the assassination attempt. Mm-hmm. So there's that.
Yep.
I tell her about Tuesday. I ran into him downtown, like in Hollywood. Yeah. Feeding. And he threw that knife at me. And so I show her my scar. Mm-hmm. It's still kind of visible.
Yeah.
Angry looking. Mm-hmm. And I got this. It was way, way worse, trust me. And, so that's how I know that asshole.
Ooh, I should have given him a roll to see if he frenzied or not. Oh, well.
Do you want?
No, it's fine.
They're gone.
It's fine.
Okay, so that's...
He was there with his pack, so...
Pack?
Yeah. Aaron, you've been fucking with a Sabbath war pack. I don't know.
I'm fucking... Okay, so we're driving. I'm driving. And
the Jeep kind of swerves in the lane a little bit.
Yeah. I'm fucking with them. They are the ones who came in when I was having a meeting with Louis and Petrodon, and they come in, they remove all the sound from the room, they almost killed my former agent. So, yeah, and I barely escaped with my life.
I'll bet you did.
Unlife, or whatever you all like to say. So, I barely fucking escaped.
Yeah, no, they're serious business.
Oh, yeah. Oh, are they? So we're still driving. So then it's like, okay. So then I am minding my own business, and this guy appears out of nowhere. Nowhere. So I am not fucking with them. They're fucking with me, and I don't know why.
Well, based on what you've told me, I think you just happen to be sort of collateral damage. Because Little Willie...
What, is that the guy with the knife?
Yes. That's your knife man. He's kind of their scout. So he was probably just down in Hollywood scouting things out. They've been camping out up here in Simi for I don't know, the last 8 months. Laying low because they know that if,
Well, who called them to either assassinate Petrodon or Louis?
That's the question.
I'm thinking that Louis called them to assassinate Petrodon.
Could be. I don't know. Maybe they're going after both.
I don't know. Did you call them? Since you seem to be one phone call away from them.
They gave me a phone number that they said was only going to be valid for tonight to contact them.
Okay, all right.
Because I worked out a deal with them, Aaron. I worked out a deal with them. I gave them Edward Vines in exchange for them leaving SoCal and getting the hell out. They're driving back to Tijuana tonight.
All right.
Okay?
Okay. Sail away.
Yeah. So she puts the radio back on and changes it to a random, punches one of the presets,
Yeah.
brings up, some other.
Okay. Oh my God.
So gotta get the camera zoom on the crane shot as you guys head up PCH.
Yes.
As you head up Highway 1 along the winding coastal road. And
all right, so we're going to stop at the place where she's
she's arranged ahead of time.
All right. So that was so great.
So yeah, it's an abandoned house in a rundown neighborhood of Santa Barbara.
Okay.
And so you pull in around 5.
Just right under the gun.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so under the sun.
That's my line.
That's true.
Anyway.
All right, so we escort them, make sure everybody's comfy.
Yep.
And let's just go to bed.
Yep. Go to bed.
What the? Okay, I checked my pager.
Okay, so you have a 143 from Dawn.
So is there a phone there I can call?
Nope.
All right, I'm gonna go to bed.
Okay. So great. So that's Friday.
Wow.
So does that raise as many questions as it answers for you?
Basically, yeah. I guess it does.
Yes. All right.
I have a question.
All right. So.
No, I mean, can I ask you a question?
Mm-hmm. So the next night.
Next night. All right,
Saturday,
let's get the hell out of here.
Yep.
So we're like 4.5 hours.
Yeah, basically.
Wait, we're taking PCH?
Yeah.
Oh shit. So we're like 6 hours.
6 hours out.
God damn it. So we're gonna pull into San Francisco like around
midnight.
Around midnight.
Yeah, because you hit the road like, Actually, no, they sleep in.
They sleep in, these fuckers.
It's what happens when you get a low humanity. You don't rise as early.
Well, I'm pissed. So when they're all sleeping still, I get up. Mm-hmm. I'm up. I'm like, God, I want to leave. So I'm gonna look for a payphone.
Okay, yeah. So you walk down, and you only have to walk maybe about 3 blocks. Mm-hmm. You can find a, gas station.
So I'm going to call Dawn.
All right. So you're standing at this gas station in Santa Barbara, there's palm trees everywhere. Yeah. It's, it's actually seems like it was pretty, you can hear the ocean roaring off in the distance. And, it's like, even though it's March, the weather's already nice, so... Anyway, so you dial her number. It's like a little after 6 on a Saturday. So she picks up.
Dawn.
Erin. Oh my God, I was literally just out the door and the phone rang and I thought that couldn't possibly be Erin.
It was me.
Wow.
Hi. Where are you headed to?
Oh, I'm just gonna go. Some of the. I was gonna say cohort.
Classmates.
Some of the other students
there you go.
in our class are going to see a movie tonight. So
what are you seeing? Oh my God! And then I'm like, I want to be at the movies with Dawn.
Yeah.
What movie are you guys seeing?
We're gonna go see a movie that came out in March of 1990.
March of 1990. The March 16th or March 17th.
Let's
1990, March 17th release date.
Yeah. Okay. Let's see here. Yeah, because it would have just come out.
It's a new movie.
This weekend.
Yeah.
And
Weekend at Bernie's.
Weekend at motherfucking Bernie's. Oh,
what is it?
Oh my God! I could not have planned this better.
Oh, but you did. Your subconscious planned it.
We're well, we couldn't decide.
Okay.
Because there's 2 movies that came out this weekend. This is so hilarious. You're gonna love this. They're both about some dance from the Caribbean or South America called the lambada. So one's called lambada and the other's called the forbidden dance. So we've literally flipped a coin. So we're gonna go see the forbidden dance.
Wow, that sounds pretty hilarious, actually.
Yeah. No, it's gonna be good. I think.
Oh no.
I think some liquor is going to be involved, but I'm not sure.
All right. Well, be careful.
Oh, you know I can handle it.
I don't know. No, I don't actually.
No, I hardly know you.
I
actually.
barely know you.
She's like, Erin, come on, you know me. I grew up on a farm.
Yeah, what does that mean? So did I. My parents weren't heavy drinkers. Were yours?
Yeah. No, they're raging alcoholics.
Oh, probably.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, have fun, be safe, and I will be back before you know it.
All right. I can't wait.
All right. Bye.
Bye.
Click. All right.
It was actually a Suzuki Samurai Jeep. That it was not an older model Jeep.
All right. So,
and little Willie was on a Yamaha 350. So
good for them.
Yeah. Anyway, just retconning there a little bit. I
appreciate that. Okay, so I am going to head back to the house. Mm-hmm. Not any time has passed.
Well, I mean, with the walk.
No, it's like maybe 7 now.
Yeah. So they're up.
Oh,
they're getting
okay.
up.
All right, come on, you guys.
Yeah, they're loading up.
Let's get the hell out. So I check in on Henry and Vera.
Yeah. So they're kind of like, they're excited.
Yeah. You can start your new life together.
Yeah. So Vera's like, I know, and she's like clutching Henry, and he's got this kind of stoic look on his face because he's clearly torn.
Yeah.
He doesn't.
Well, once Edward's officially dead, will he stop feeling like that?
I thought you were saying that to him, like, don't worry. Once Edward's officially dead.
I would know. I would never say that. I'm not that dumb. But no, I'm curious. Like with blood bonds, like once that blood,
that's a good
once the
question.
person's dead, does that mean they don't feel?
Yeah. Or do they carry that torch? I know eventually blood bonds, if you go a long time without seeing the object of the bond, it will eventually deteriorate.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh wow! But
But
that would have to be like centuries, right?
No, but definitely like years.
Years.
Yeah.
Decades.
No. Less than a decade.
Wow.
Yeah.
Like 5 years.
Yeah. 3 to 5 years probably. Yeah.
That's weird.
Yeah, it's just the trick is getting away from it, you know.
Right.
So.
Okay. So, oops, sorry. So Henry will feel. So he's feeling bad, and so I pat him on the shoulder. Like, it's okay, Henry. Just think, like you're with Vera now, and like you're about to start this whole new life together, and you're in love, right?
Yes, I know. It's just
I clap him on the back. Buck up.
difficult.
I
Yes.
know.
Yes. Stiff upper lip, right?
Look how beautiful she is.
Oh, I know. And he kind of like puts his finger under her chin, you know, lifts her chin up, you know, and she's like, yeah, she's like just totally mooning over him.
Oh, that's so cute. All right, so I'm just talking with them. And
All right. So, and then, you know, it's like, all right, let's get this show on the road.
yeah, let's get out. So pile all back in. I get in my Jeep. Does Arena drive with Arena?
No, you're
Alone.
by yourself now. So
Good. All right, so
you have a lot of time to think as you
do.
trail behind this RV.
Yeah.
You know,
So I'm
winding your way, watching the moonlight play on the
ocean.
on the ocean. Yeah.
heading up.
So what are you thinking about?
I'm thinking about Dawn. Thinking I'm really endangering her. Nothing good can come from this. It's upsetting, but I mean, I can't help how I feel. And just being with her has made me so happy, like happier than I've ever been since all this started. I mean, the happiness that I have with Karen is mostly like a kinship. Like, again, it's like your pack. It's like you're happy because it's like your family. But with Dawn, it's different. It's like it's just this different kind of feeling that's like home, but it's almost like it's like a dream. It feels more like a dream than anything. But it's a great dream. So anyway, that's what I'm thinking about.
Okay.
And I'm also terrified. I hope I never see those assholes again. And yeah.
All right.
So
yes, the death.
there's a blood point.
Right. Oh yeah. You been marking those off?
Yes.
All right.
It's not like that many days have passed.
I know.
So.
Well, like 3. So
Yeah.
since the scenario started.
No, but then I fed, and then so I have 6.
Okay. Oh, 6. Okay.
Getting a little low. That's okay though. It's all right.
All right. So yes, it appears that the death of the regnant is enough to
Break
release a bond. Yeah.
So I'm sure one morning Henry will wake up like.
And then it'll kind of be like, oh, that must mean he died, and yet I don't care.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
Yeah. It says. Those who have been released by such means claim the bond shatters like spun glass upon the moment of the regnant's final death.
Oh, nice. Oh, I want to be there when he experiences it. Just so that you could tell me what that was like, but whatever, it's fine.
And then in terms of the staying away bit.
Yeah.
Stay away. Anyway, so it's for each level of the bond, so you've got three levels.
Yes.
So for each level, it's 12 minus your willpower months
Oh.
to reduce it by 1 level.
12 minus your willpower.
Yeah.
7.
Yeah. So it would
7
take you
months
21 months total.
21 months for Karen. No, I'm at 2.
Right. No, if you were bloodbound, if you personally were bloodbound to somebody, it would take you 21 months
But with Karen, I'm at 2, so it would be 14.
14 months. Mm-hmm.
So I'd have to not see her for like a year to feel like,
Yeah.
And I'd have less. But then if I fed again, then it would be right back up.
You're right. Yep.
Oh wow, interesting. Okay. I could see that taking. I could see that taking more space in another chronicle.
Definitely. Also, you have to like spend willpower points just to like be able to not
be around.
Not be around them. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay. So
heading up. But I am also just thinking about. I mean, Louis. Like it brought back that whole night with Olivia, my agent, getting her away. I'm hoping she's forgotten about all of this.
Yep.
Louis hates me. I still don't know like what he said about me because Christopher's like, just ask at the rent, and I didn't.
Yeah.
Like, what's that fucker think of me? But I have to find out. And then, just like looking forward to seeing Dawn.
Okay.
But goddamn, this is a long drive.
Yes, it is.
But it's fine. It's fine.
All right. So you do roll in to San Francisco, coming up the peninsula.
Yep. Down 19th.
Yeah. So you're.
Wow.
Yeah, it's about 1 a.m.
Memories.
Yeah. So you're heading up 19th Avenue, and then you actually keep going all the way up, and then you go into whatever the park is at the headland where the Golden Gate Bridge comes in. It's called.
Oh, well. Fort
something.
Oh, just look it up.
I want to say Fort Marcy, but that's not right.
No, that's not right.
All right. San Francisco Fort Park.
Fort Reliable.
Fort Mason.
Yeah.
So you drive through Fort Mason Park.
And there's like barracks type.
There's like, World War II era barracks. And then you come out into the Marina District. All right.
Yeah.
And you're kind of driving along the waterfront. So it's like this stereotypically San Francisco moment where you're driving. Now
Neat.
The area is showing there's like tons of construction.
Yeah, because of the earthquake.
Because this whole neighborhood was basically flattened.
Annihilated.
About 5 months earlier.
Yeah, so it's definitely...
So it's not quite as picturesque as maybe it could otherwise be.
No.
There's tons of like
rubble.
Scaffolding. Well, the rubble's been cleared, but like there's lots of scaffolding, lots of walls put up around construction sites. A lot of houses were knocked down.
Yeah.
But nonetheless, you get this great view of the bay off to your left, and then like the Golden Gate Bridge kind of arching out over the bay, and it's all lit up.
And the East Bay, and the Bay Bridge.
In the Bay Bridge, you get the full panorama.
Damn.
And so
I feel the slightest twinge of... Not Desiree does. I feel Desiree out of character. I feel the slightest twinge of like,
Remember, so full disclosure to the listeners, we used to live in San Francisco, and we used to drive through that area in 5 years. And we drove through that area a lot to go grocery shopping, and
because we were jackasses.
And like there's all these houses with these amazing bay windows, like massive, just one pane of glass, right? Just huge windows
to face the bay.
Yes, aptly named windows. And
beautiful view.
But do you remember that one house that had like that fucking stuffed dog in the window and was like staring out at the bay?
Yeah.
And like for weeks we're like, what are the odds that there would always be that dog sitting in that window looking out at the bay? And then finally we realized like it's always in the same fucking spot. It's got to be like stuffed or something.
Or a statue or something.
Yeah, I think they stuffed their dog and just put it there because it's like, he always liked to look out on the bay. It was a Labrador
Retriever, and they
was it a
water.
lab? Yeah,
it was a yellow lab.
God, that was creepy.
It was creepy.
So creepy.
Oh, I kind of miss it. Kind of slightly miss San Francisco.
Kind of miss it. All right. Anyway,
it's a magical place.
Yep.
All right.
It's a wonderful restaurant. So
stop it.
All right. So then you pull up. Finally.
Yeah.
Finally.
Yes.
Okay. You're driving through the marina. You take a couple turns, and then you pull in to this driveway. Okay. So there's a driveway, and then there's like a wrought iron and brick wall about 30 feet back from the street, And like there's a gate with a security booth.
Okay.
All right. And so the Winnebago has pulled in front of you. So you see the security guard step out.
Yeah.
Some words are said. He steps back in. The gate starts sliding back.
Right.
Winnebago goes through. What do you do?
I pull up.
Okay. So the security guard's just like waving you through.
I go.
So you catch a sight of a brass plaque on the gate pillar next to the security booth. As you drive past, it reads, it's engraved. It says the Alexandrian Club, founded 1917, private, members only.
Okay.
Okay.
All right.
So you follow this drive as it kind of arcs around, and pretty immediately, because it's not like a huge, expansive lot. You know, it's
right.
Marina District, so maybe an acre.
Right.
You know.
Right.
So pretty immediately you see two buildings, both of very sturdy brick construction, in kind of a 19th century style. There's like gables in the roofs and white trim on the brick, and a landing or a porch landing outside the the green painted door, with the brass knocker, and everything. So there's these two buildings, and so the RV stops outside the first one. So
I'll stop.
All right, so you get out. I don't know if vampires would experience stiffness from a long drive.
We talked about this. No,
they would.
Just pop out of the
right.
vehicle.
So you pop out. Everyone's debarking. And Vera's getting out. She says, "Oh, is this my new home?"
I don't know. I don't think so.
and Irina says, "No, dear. But you're gonna find plenty of friendly faces here, and we'll get you set up. Okay?" So, yes, excellent.
Okay.
So
does Henry look slightly happier?
He looks like he doesn't know what to think.
Didn't he want this? This is weird. Now I'm really feeling weird about it, but the sooner I can get out of here, the sooner it's fine. Just get this behind me. All right. Okay, so I'm a little stricken. Like, that seems odd. Seems weird.
Okay, so you head up the stairs, and Irina knocks on the front door, and the door is opened by somebody.
Yeah. Some random person.
No, the door is opened by like someone in kind of just like a suit.
Okay. All right.
Yeah. And so in you go.
Yeah.
So you walk into a rather large foyer area. It has oak paneled walls. Parquet floor with lush Persian carpeting.
Wow.
There are sofas and chairs around the perimeter of the room. There's paintings and photographs of San Francisco from across the years on the wall. And then like off to your right, there's like an alcove, like you'd have like a coat check room or something. And in fact, there's a guy sitting in there.
Wow.
Yep.
Cool.
And he says, "Welcome to the Alexandrian."
Hello.
So, and then like ahead of you, there's a door, a passageway leading further into the building. And Irina seems to know where she's going, so
I follow her.
Yep. All right, so you pass through into basically what's like a large lounge. This has wall-to-wall carpeting, teak wood paneling, large easy chairs, coffee tables, and sofas set up in little conversational islands.
Like super deluxe.
Yeah.
Okay.
There's there's the aforementioned Actually, that doesn't make any sense. Coordinate your floor plan with your descriptions, you jackasses. There's no windows in this room.
No.
So,
yeah.
Anyway, off to the right, you see what looks to be like kind of a banquet hall.
Okay.
Currently unused. Off to your left, you see what you hear the distinctive click-a-clack of a billiards table, and you see small, intimate, sort of cafe-style seats and tables, and Irina's kind of heading in that direction.
Okay, following her.
You also see at the far side of the room there's a staircase going up, but she's going to this room. So so you go in, and sure enough, it's kind of like a bar. There's a large bar down and off to your right, and then this like full-size vintage billiards table, the kind with the little mesh nets for the pockets, and you see that there's like 3 kindred in here, along with 3 non-kindred, and currently taking a shot, leaning out over the table is a kindred who immediately draws your eye, just because he's, first of all, very tall, a little portly, and dressed in a very distinctive outfit. He's wearing like this full 100% leather trench coat with like silver chain accents, off the shoulder epaulets.
All right.
And his hair's kind of long, it's like kind of shoulder length, and sort of falling over his face as he's taking, lining up his last shot. And you can see that, this is like towards the end of the game. There's hardly any balls on the table, and he just, and sinks the 8-ball. And the guys he's playing is like, well, one day, Sebastian. And he's like, yes, you have all of eternity. Good luck. And then he straightens up, and he's like, Irina, my darling. And he comes over and clasps her hands, and they do a little double air kiss. And he says, I was hoping you'd make it up tonight. And she says, yes, well, I phoned you and let you know. And he says, well, this must be the delivery then. And he turns to Vera and bows and takes her hand and kisses it. And Mrs. Vines, I presume, and he says, I am Sebastian Melmoth. I run this establishment.
Oh. All right.
And so, so introductions all around.
Okay.
So Irina introduces you. He shakes your hand. He's got a pretty powerful grip.
Okay.
And he says, well, welcome one and all. This is the Alexandrian. Irina, you and Aaron and your 2 companions there are, of course, welcome to venture downstairs if you wish. But please, make yourselves at home. You have full command of the entire establishment. Wow.
This is a really beautiful place you have here.
Thank you. I've been running it since shortly after the earthquake. And yes, I put a lot of work into it.
How did it hold up from the last one?
Oh, quite well, actually. We've got double thickness walls and full steel beam reinforcements. So,
wow.
Yes.
Pretty good.
Quite so. Yes, it'll take more than an earthquake to knock down this den of iniquity. Perhaps the vengeful finger of God.
Wow. He's impressive. So, what time is it at that point?
Well, let's see. It's probably about 2.
2?
Yeah.
All right, well.
Getting on till 2.
So I go to Irina, so what do you do for fun around here?
She says, oh, you gotta go downstairs.
All right.
Come on.
All right. So I'll follow her.
All right. So she takes you back out into the main hall. And or main lounge. So the stairs leading up are kind of like in the back rear corner, right? It's not like a grand staircase.
Right.
So there's, the wall of the section under the stairs, and there's, as usually is, there is a door set into that, and it's just got a very simple sign that says private.
Okay.
in him. But she just walks right up to it, turns the knob, and it opens.
Okay.
You know. So, and she kind of gives you this look, like, come on.
All right.
So you start walking down the staircase. So there's stairs going down. There are 13 steps.
Okay.
It's a stone staircase. It is lit by electric candles.
Okay.
That are like flickering on the wall.
Yeah.
On the right-hand side, the wall has been painted with a mural depicting some Greek dude going down into the underworld. And then on the...
Greek dude.
I'm just speaking it from Aaron's perspective.
Oh, it's some Greek guy.
And then, was that like Clash of the Titans? and then let's see. On the left-hand wall is like kind of almost like this, staged painting of a vampire appearing to like sort of pass through different states of existence. So he's like, at the top it's like basically almost looks human and just slightly paler, and by the time you reach the bottom he's almost like this corpse-like gaunt figure, very pale, almost translucent skin and like long claws. Looking very beastly. And so at the bottom of the stairs, there's an oak doorway with a 3-headed dog carved into it.
Wow. All right.
And a brass ring hanging from the center head. So Irina turns to you and she says, "You have to knock 3 times to be let in."
Okay.
So.
Knock.
And then as you're kind of waiting for the door to open, she says, they say in 75 years of this club's existence, no mortal has ever come down these stairs and come back again. And so the door swings open.
Oh, whoa. All right.
So, and you walk in and she says, "Welcome to the Vampire Club."
Okay.
So you walk in.
Oh, no.
And it's an odd space.
Right.
Your immediate impression is that you've just come on board some sort of yacht.
Oh.
There's like, the ceilings are kind of low. There's portholes in the walls, but they appear to have been blocked off because presumably you're underground. But yeah, it just has the feeling of being a large, like, luxury yacht, but a yacht nonetheless. It's just got that kind of shipboard feel to it.
All right. I don't think I've really been on a yacht ever, so...
No,
but
that's true.
how I would think
that's
it would feel
what
like.
you would think of, yeah.
Okay.
Like, you saw that episode of Simon and Simon when they went on
What the fuck?
went on a yacht.
All right, so who's there?
Who is there? So basically you've got this room to yourself. However, there are passageways off in either, or doorways off in either direction.
Okay. I'll follow Irina.
Okay.
You've been here before, I haven't.
Yeah. She says, yeah, a couple times. It's really cool because Sebastian basically just wants this place to be somewhere that anyone can come. So, this is a Camarilla town, but this club doesn't care. So there's going to be Camarilla here. There's Anarchs. There's Independents.
So it's like Taste of LA in a way.
Even better, though, honestly, because I guarantee you, if a Camarilla vampire walked into Taste of LA, he would not be walking back out.
Right.
He'd be like a mortal coming down here. And like, that's the other thing, is like the air is very stale. There's like no ventilation down here.
Yeah.
Because, they don't need it. But you can still kind of feel it.
Yeah.
But yeah, so the decor is like very like Victorian excess. Gilded and like, oh, and that was the thing, is that the bar was very kind of San Francisco bar, with like lots of red velvet and dark wood and stuff, and brass. So this is kind of this is kind of similar, except like even more so.
Yeah.
But there's like, overstuffed couches and chairs. There's paintings of sailing vessels hanging on the walls. And
for a Saturday night, this is pretty low key.
she sort of smiles and says, "You're used to the Anarch States. There's a lot of kindred down there. Mm-hmm. This place can fill up, but usually on special nights that attract a lot of people from far and wide. Because the thing is you can come here and you can pretty much talk to anybody and not really worry about, politics. Well, I mean, trust me, a lot of deals get cut here. Mm-hmm. But, the occasional fight will break out. But Sebastian has a way of just letting those run their course without it turning into a big thing. But anyway, really, take a look around. I'm actually going to head back upstairs, but, feel free to... Yeah, there's actually a second floor below here, so just
all right. So I'm
explore.
Gonna start exploring.
Yeah. So you start looking around. Mm-hmm. Okay, so let's see. All right, here in the main salon, you can see indeed that there are some stairs leading down. Mm-hmm. There's also doors to your left and right.
All right, I'm gonna go down the stairs.
Okie dokie. Head down the stairs.
Further.
Yes. All right. Okay. So you come down the stairs, and there we go. Okay. So bottom of the stairs, you enter into this. So the upstairs room is lit by more electric candles. Mm-hmm. Okay.
Yeah.
The lighting down here is provided by sort of recessed lights that are tinted blood red.
Oh wow!
So there's the whole room has this red, dark red aspect to it. Along the wall, as you kind of come out into the room, you see on the wall across from you from the stairs, there are 13 paintings.
Okay.
Each depicting somebody. They're like almost life-size portrait paintings. They're very big and impressive looking. Yeah. Yeah. And you note that like one of them is definitely a Nosferatu. Mm-hmm. Coach Ferratu. Mm-hmm. And then you're kind of like looking at them and. You can make a intelligence plus alertness roll.
Okay.
Or no, intelligence plus investigation. Even worse, I know. Oh my god.
At what?
Is that 2 dice?
Yes, it is.
Difficulty 4 though.
I make both.
Great. So slowly begins to kind of fill in that you realize you're looking at each one of these paintings representing one of the clans.
Oh.
So like you find the gangrel one.
Oh.
And there's he looks very rugged and self-assured. And there's kind of a feral aspect. Mm-hmm. It's basically like Hugh Jackman as Wolverine. Like.
Yeah.
Human, but with a slight kind of feralness to him. Rather hirsute and, but also looking like don't fuck with me kind of, and like his arms are folded across his chest and you see little claws growing out of his fingers.
Oh, wow. That's so cool.
Yeah.
Oh.
So.
Can I try to take a picture of it?
Sure.
I'm going to try to take a picture.
All right. You step back and get your fun saver camera out.
Yeah.
All right. So.
Yep.
Make that note. And
does it have like a little like plate to say who it is?
No, it doesn't. Yeah.
All right.
And let's see.
So I see a Nosferatu.
You see a Nosferatu.
Like there's a Ventru.
Yeah, very regal looking Ventru.
Is there like other ones that like I'm like?
Yeah, there's like one that's like, he looks kind of like maybe Eastern European, and he's got this like massive mustache. Oh. And these like kind of beady eyes, and there's something just not quite human about him. and he's wearing this like cassock, you know.
What else?
And there's let's see, running through them in my hand. There's what? Yeah, that was it.
Oh, okay.
That was it. And then there's one that's like
Toreador.
Well, see, that's the thing. Is like I'm kind of thinking like, what are some external signifiers? Like, I guess so. Yeah, there's one where he's like wearing an artist's smock.
Super effective.
Yeah, he's wearing an artist's smock, and he's painting he's actually painting one of the other paintings that's on the wall, you know, and so you can see that painting on the easel, and he's kind of like turning around and looking back over his shoulder at you, you know, like, do you mind, you know? Like,
is there like a bruja too?
Yeah, so you see one that it takes you a little while to figure that one out, but because it's like it doesn't look like an anarch or a punk, but he looks like this kind of Olympian. You know, very, very strong and powerful, but he's kind of like in this thoughtful pose, and he's like staring out, you know, he's actually staring out over a burning city and looking sad. So
interesting. Wow.
So then there's a voice behind you.
No.
That represents the burning of Carthage.
I turn around.
So there's a gentleman standing there. He has an appearance of being like in his early 60s. He has a mustache and beard and kind of long hair. Kind of like almost a Alan Moore type appearance, you know.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
All right. Wow, that's just crazy to think about. Such a doof.
Yes, quite so. It was tragic. Gregory Haberson, at your service.
Oh, Aaron Evans.
Pleased to meet you, Mr. Evans.
Yes.
I don't believe you're local?
No, I'm from Los Angeles.
Ah, of course. The Anarch States.
Yep.
I've been spending some time down there myself.
When?
Oh, over the last year or two, I suppose.
Oh, so you've probably heard of me.
I don't know, have I?
Possibly.
Why would I have heard of you?
Well, if not me, then maybe my sire, Karen Anatos.
Karen Anatos? No, I'm afraid it does not ring a bell.
So I feel like a sense of relief, actually.
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
Oh, good. Nice. All right. Well, never mind.
Yes, well, welcome, I suppose. Is this your first time up here?
Yeah, definitely.
Very good, very good.
It is.
Are you sympathetic to the Anarch cause, then?
Absolutely.
Very good, very good. Well, I was just having a discussion with a colleague of mine, if you care to join us.
Sure.
Excellent. So he kind of takes you, you know, to lead you around. As you turn around, you see the other wall on the far side is a mural. There's also like couches and chairs in here and stuff. And this appears to show kind of almost the inverse of that mural from the staircase, where it's the kindred degenerating, and like here he's like moving into like some sort of like numinous state where he's surrounded by light, and he seems to have lost his vampiric qualities.
That makes me think of that what Calvin was telling us about in terms of the gangrel who's trying to find a way out of the curse. And then the Ravnos, it just makes me think of that.
Yep. Indeed.
Okay.
All right. So, let's see. So he takes you past some sort of, you know, very secure-looking door, but then through another door. And you enter into what's clearly a library.
Oh.
So this is, and you get the yacht sense even more strongly in this room because the room actually curves as if it's forming the bow of a ship.
Yeah.
You know.
Huh.
So this room is decorated in sort of a French provincial style. Mm-hmm. So there's a lot of light colors and rustic furniture and that sort of thing.
Yeah.
There's a large portrait of a young nude woman on one wall, and then bookshelves everywhere. Mm-hmm. You also see photographs and portraits of a bunch of dudes. Mm-hmm. Some of which are autographed.
Okay.
And then there's a couple thousand books.
Wow.
Spread out over the shelves.
Oh my god.
So as you enter, there's another person in there sitting at one of the armchairs who stands up and bows as you enter. Mm-hmm. He's appears to be Japanese or East Asian. And so Haberson says, "May I present Dr. Takuya Shiraiwa?"
Pleased to meet you.
So he bows to you and shakes your hand. Mm-hmm. Pleased to meet you. Now, Professor, we were just getting to the meat of the discussion, I believe.
Oh, suddenly I'm like foisted into this conversation.
Yes, and so Professor Haberson says, "Yes, indeed we were. Perhaps young Mr. Evans would care to join us. We were discussing the viability of the anarch movement within the larger context of kindred politics, vis-a-vis the free states and what they might represent." Dr. Shiraiwa was a most committed communist in his mortal life, and I believe has a rather jaundiced view of these sort of political movements. Would that be a fair assessment, Doctor? Yes, I believe so, etc. So, yes, I don't know if you want to venture this or not, but...
Well, what I will say is, I don't know what's your impression of the anarch states?
My impression? Mm-hmm. Well, we've actually come here to study them.
Mm-hmm. What have you studied so far?
Well, their viability, as I say.
But who have you talked to? What have you observed?
Oh, well, I've been hosting some soirees at my place down there, and
that's not a way to get into understanding how it works.
Oh, I think you'd be surprised. You can find out quite a bit.
From who? Who are your sources?
Well, all sorts.
Like who?
Well, young folk like you, for example.
Can you give me some names?
I'd rather not. I hope you don't take that personally, though.
No, but I just think, unless you actually are, on the ground and talking to people who actually inhabit the place where you're studying, you can't understand what's going on there. And in fact, I think you might find out that things are not as free as you might think.
Do tell.
I'm just saying, in any sort of organization of people, unless you're alone, groups of people are going to come together and they're going to make their own rules, and if you don't follow them, then, there might be consequences.
Interesting.
I just don't think you've actually talked to the people who actually live and believe in those things. I think you probably talked to some people who are just living off of the fact that they can do whatever they want there without any consequences, and they really don't believe in the anarch cause.
So what to you, then, is the anarch cause?
To me?
Yes. You say they don't believe in it. That seems to indicate that you have an idea of what it may be.
Well, I don't. I would never presume to know what it means.
Ah, so the doctor leans in. You're saying that it is fundamentally formless.
Absolutely.
So they kind of look at each other like,
I feel smart.
So the professor leans back in his chair and says, I'll have to think on this a while. Thank you, Mr. Evans. I'm glad I ran into you.
Thanks.
So they both like lean back in their chairs and steeple their fingers, you know.
All right. I'm going to slowly back away.
So as you do, the professor kind of comes out of his reverie for a second and says, I will be back down in Los Angeles in about 2 weeks. I have a little place in Laurel Canyon. You're always welcome there.
Thank you.
Of course. And he leans back.
Wait, does he know about Taste of LA?
Yeah, you want to ask him?
Yeah.
Oh, yes, I do. I stay away from there. Again, I'm taking a detached approach to the study.
Well, you can leave a message for me there if you want to see me again.
Of course.
All right. Nice to meet you both.
And you.
So I just leave. So I'm going to go back up the stairs.
So as you're walking out, you notice there's a little brass plaque on the nude portrait, and it says Mary Shelley on it.
Oh my god. She was a looker.
Yeah.
All right.
And then you go past a signed photo of Clive Barker on your way out.
Oh shit! I'm gonna take a picture of that. I'm gonna take a picture of that for Derek. Yep. So I'm gonna leave.
Yeah.
And,
Indeed, you notice most of the books on the shelf seem to be horror books.
What?
Horror novels and
like no academic.
No.
Weird.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, Karen would love it here.
Yes, she would. You got to bring her up.
Oh my god. Weekend getaway. All right. So.
Road trip.
Yeah, she would love it. Okay. So.
All right.
Okay.
So you're back out in this kind of mural room.
Mm-hmm. So I'm gonna go to the right.
The opposite door.
The opposite door.
Yeah. All right. So you open that door. You're looking into a room that's clearly set up to be kind of a performance space. Currently unused. Let's see. I just had you. And then you got away. So it's like basically the walls are all painted black, and then the floor is painted blood red, and then there's just kind of like a raised stage at the far end, and again just very very dim recessed lighting. So
okay, I'm gonna head out and go to the other place.
Back upstairs. Okay. All right, so you're back up top, and so there's doors out one way or door out the other way.
I'm gonna go to the left, I guess.
To the left from where you came up.
Yeah, from where I came up.
Okay. All right, so you let's see. I really should have numbered these entries. Okay. It's like you just have to like search through the text basically.
Oh no.
It's very annoying. Okay, so you pass out of this super Victorian room and into a room that is like more like 18th century decor.
Okay.
But kind of French. So coming in here, there's a large portrait as well of a clothed Lord Byron.
What?
Not nude.
Did I have to worry about there being a naked Lord Byron?
Well, since Mary Shelley was naked, I just wanted to, point out the difference. And then there's like portraits and busts of other historical figures,
Right.
kings and queens.
Yeah.
It's a painting showing the signing of the Declaration of Independence.
Oh, huh.
There's a harpsichord in one corner, above which hangs the portraits of Mozart, Bach, and Beethoven. And it's actually fairly brightly lit in here. So
Nice. All right. There's nobody here?
Nobody here, no.
Jeez, so there's like nobody in any of these rooms.
Yeah.
All right, so I'm gonna head out. Go out to the other room.
Okay. Okay, let's see. Other room is opposite that. So there we go. All right, so okay. Sorry.
No, it's okay.
Okay. All right. So basically, this room. So you cross through the Victorian room and you enter this room, and this room is like kind of Renaissance style, right? So It's just like heavy Italian furniture.
Yeah.
There's 2 life-size statues in the room.
Oh.
One depicting Niccolo Machiavelli, and the other
Naked?
and the other Dante Alighieri.
All right.
Not naked either.
All right.
Then there's like portraits on one wall of like some other kind of Renaissance type people. So you're just kind of like moving around. There's a little alcove with some unlabeled Eastern European type noblemen in the little alcove. And then you kind of come around to this wall that has 3 fresco style murals on it. So the first one appears to be kind of a nativity scene.
Okay.
However, the child is vampiric. It's like a little baby vampire.
That's weird.
And then
That's weird.
And then the parents are very kind of demonic looking, kindred, and then the 3 wise men look like full on demonic. And then the manger, beyond them that has the cattle are all people.
Oh.
In the manger.
Oh.
So then you move on to the second mural, and this is a depiction of the crucifixion. And there's a Cainite nailed to a cross.
How do I know?
Fangs, pale skin,
Claws.
There's a animalistic centurion driving a stake through his heart.
Oh.
While a hauntingly beautiful Mary Magdalene looks on under sort of leaden and gloomy clouds.
This is freaking me out.
And then the third mural shows a bestial figure erupting from the ground in front of a cave as bat-winged angels look on. And then there's a shadowy group of kindred in the background forming a choir.
It's really disturbing. It's really disturbing me. Wow. Okay.
So this is all lit by flickering electric candles.
Okay.
And then you look up and realize that the ceiling has been painted in a dark parody of Michelangelo's The Creation.
Oh my god. Whoa. I'm gonna leave this room. It's very uncomfortable.
I don't feel right.
Yeah, it's alright.
So yeah. Okay. That's kind of the Vampire Club.
All right, I'm going to head back up. I'm just weirded out that there aren't very many people or kindred.
You're used to being surrounded by them.
Yeah, so I'm going to head upstairs. And we're back where the billiard table and bar and all that stuff is. And just see who's around.
All right, so Irina finds you easily enough. And she's kind of smiling as she sees your expression.
I look slightly furrowed and slightly confused.
So she says, "You should come back here on Halloween. Place is jumping."
Really?
Oh yeah.
Maybe Karen would want to see it.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah, that's a really good idea. And then I think that would be like a year, since I.
Yeah, it'd be your birthday, your first birthday.
Yeah.
You'd be 1 year old.
Okay, so I shake my head, and what time is it by now? It's probably 3.
Yep.
So what else what else can we do around here?
She says, honestly, for folks like you and me, this is the safest place to be in this town.
Really?
Yeah, we're just gonna. My plan, at least, is.
Okay.
I'm just gonna kind of move on. I think keep driving up the coast.
Okay.
But I'm sure you want to get back.
I do.
Yeah.
But I can't leave now.
No.
So.
Hey, listen though. While I was down there, I kind of heard just through the grapevine that there's going to be a rave tomorrow night.
Where?
Up on top of Mount Wilson. Kindred only. So.
Who's throwing it?
I don't even know. I just kind of,
It's a Sunday night rave?
Yeah.
Thanks for letting me know.
Sure.
All right. Well, thanks again for helping me with this. I couldn't have done it without you.
Yeah, well, little scratch my back, I'll scratch yours, you know.
True. You did save my life.
Yeah, well, if you want to put it that way.
Yeah. Well, what else could have happened to me?
That's true.
I know you're a good person, ultimately.
So she kind of just gives you a side eye and says, you know, we're not supposed to get along.
Yeah, I know. You keep trying to push me away.
If you weren't such a jerk, I wouldn't try so much.
Right.
Yeah. Anyway, take it easy, Aaron.
Okay.
I have a meeting with Sebastian I have to attend to.
All right. Thanks again.
So off she goes.
Okay. Where's Henry and Vera? Are they around, or are they just probably in their own little...
They're actually gonna be part of this meeting.
Oh.
Yeah.
Damn it. Do they have phones there?
Probably upstairs. Well, you are upstairs.
I'm gonna check my pager.
So you go to the concierge desk.
Yeah. Do you have a phone?
Yes, of course. So he produces a phone from behind the counter. You know.
Right. Can I take it somewhere private, or?
Certainly, sir. Well, he says, "Please allow me," and he just steps away from the desk.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna call Dawn.
So
It's like 3
in the morning.
So what I'm
Well, she was going out, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So it rings and then goes to the answering machine,
Okay.
and then you're getting ready to leave the answer, and then it's like, hello. Oh, hello. Oh.
Dawn.
Oh, hey, Aaron. What's wrong?
Nothing's wrong. Everything's
What's
fine.
going on? What's going on?
Everything's fine.
Oh my God, my head. My head.
What happened? What did the forbidden dance do a number on you?
Oh, it was so bad. It was so bad.
So you're hungover from a bad movie.
No. I just Stacy brought a flask, and I think I hit it a little too hard because, God damn it, that was a bad movie. But anyway, yeah, I'm feeling it now. Wow. Okay.
All right.
You sure nothing's wrong?
Everything's fine.
Okay.
I wanted to just say hi.
Yeah. Hey.
Hi.
Hey. Hi.
Hello. So I'm almost done with my stuff over here. I should be getting back into Los Angeles probably around midnight, or maybe around 1 or 2.
Okay.
But I'll definitely see you Monday.
Okay. Yeah. In class. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
Cool.
Yeah, and then our Tuesday night date.
Yeah. I can't wait.
I know. It'll be great.
I like how we basically completely forgot about your 7-Eleven job.
I don't give a fuck.
This is like, that bastard hasn't shown up for 3 days in a row. He's fired.
He'll hire me back. Who else is gonna work it?
Yeah.
Okay, that's just for pocket money anyway.
That's like my dad's first job.
Why do I have a tax return too?
I know, right? It's like, according to this, you're dead.
Your dad what?
Oh, his first job was working at a steakhouse in Kansas City, and like he would just like periodically just quit, but then like when he'd run out of money, he'd come back and be like, "Oh, my job back," and I'm like, yeah, put your jacket on.
Oh, that's
like,
cool.
Fuck this place.
Yeah, exactly.
I was like, oh shit, I need rent money.
Damn it. All right. So,
Yep.
okay, so can I just pass the evening?
So basically, yeah, the way it works is
So I'm gonna go out though. I'm gonna go outdoors. I'm gonna
okay.
take some pictures of the city.
Yeah.
Landscape.
Okay. All right. Yep, you get some good shots. And then, yeah, basically the way it works is like, you know, the Vampire Club is always open for, you know, anyone who wants to stay there, basically. And of course, the downstairs is totally light proof, so you just kind of find a couch and stretch out on it, and you know,
conk out.
Cross your arms over your chest.
My arms. No, I don't. No.
As a vampire, you must. It's contractually obligated.
No. So I'll do that, and then the second I wake up, I am booking it out of San Francisco.
All right.
I'm heading back to Los Angeles.
All right, and taking an interstate this time.
Definitely.
Yeah, not the scenic route.
Going through Fresno.
That's right.
Oh wait, no.
Yeah.
No.
Oh, you don't want to?
No, I don't mind, but.
Well, you don't go through Fresno, but you go through Fresno County.
Yeah.
I mean, Fresno's on the 99.
Yeah, exactly. It's not really. Okay.
Yeah.
Anyway, just heading down.
You're in the vicinity of Fresno.
I am.
Yes.
So, but I want to get down to LA as soon as I can.
All right. All right.
Gotta get over there. Okay.
Okay. So you're there, and you're there. All right.
So I'm gonna go to Mount Wilson.
If you're driving like you don't give a shit.
Yeah.
You can get down, and the sun's setting at 6. I mean, you can be in LA by like 11:30.
Okay.
Basically.
So I get there, but I want to go to Mount Wilson.
Yeah. So you're going straight to Mount Wilson.
Straight up the mountain.
All right, so you trace this winding path,
at times
in the dark.
Thinking I have my night.
Oh, that's true, actually.
Feral eyes come in handy.
Damn, man.
Yes.
Who would have thought night vision would be so handy for a vampire? Anyway.
All right. So I'm heading up the mountain, but it's still pretty whoa.
Yeah.
This is intense mountain driving.
Yep.
So get up to the top.
So it's like about 1 by the time you get up there, because it takes a good long while.
Yeah.
And yeah, like you get up there and there's like cars everywhere.
Oh, wow.
And there's like ghouls working the parking area.
Do they have little orange vests on?
No, but they do have the flashlights with the cones at the end.
God, no, they don't.
Yeah, because they're like waving you in.
Oh my God, okay.
It's like surprisingly organized.
That's funny. Okay.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna head in.
Okay, so you can hear like they've set up PA systems and there's music playing. So.
Okay.
Anyway, don't try to recognize it. It's super obscure. Anyway, so at least it was to me. Anyway, so
music.
Yeah. Huh?
There's music.
There's music.
There's people.
And there's lots of kindred around.
Kindred.
So this is like the exact opposite of the Vampire Club.
This is crazy.
There's like 3 dozen.
What point?
Oh yeah, thanks for remembering, so I don't have to.
Okay. So wow. Okay, so I'm looking around.
Yep.
Do I recognize anyone?
Yeah. So you kind of walk up this trail following the sound of the music, and it's like this rave is set up around like the observatory buildings.
Yeah.
And so there's like light machines that have been set up.
There's no mortals around.
And you don't see any more. Well. Actually, yeah, you do see some mortals, but they seem to have been brought along as snacks rather than as like, hey, come on along,
Yeah, no.
So, but yeah, there's some dancing and stuff. But one of the very first people you see is Amethyst, and she sees you.
I pretend I don't see her.
All right.
Pretend you don't see her. I'm just gonna She sees me?
She sees you.
I look at her. She looks at me.
She's locking eyes with you.
I'm looking right back.
She starts coming over towards you.
Oh, shit.
And then you notice Rose coming from a different direction on a path to also intercept you.
Are they gonna kill me?
They look a little pissed.
I'm looking. Okay. No, I have courage.
Yeah.
So I'm just standing there.
All right.
What's up?
All right, so Amethyst gets right up in your face. She says, I know what you did. I know exactly what you did and where you were the other night. And I know that it's because of you that bitch took out Tom Weaver. So what the hell's wrong with you?
What do you mean?
Why are you interfering like that?
I wasn't interfering. I was helping one of Salvador's children.
She doesn't give a shit about Salvador.
I do.
So Rose is also staring at you. She says, God damn it, Aaron. What are you doing? Why are you throwing in with losers like that? You could have had me.
Rose, I don't. You didn't tell. No. You know what? It's not too late. We were on a date. We were on a freaking date. And I asked you point blank to tell me what is the real deal of what's going on over here. And you didn't tell me. So what else am I supposed to do?
You're supposed to trust me.
I barely know you, as I've said before. I barely know you. And it's not because you aren't a nice person, but or whatever. I don't know. Like, you're not someone worth knowing. But you didn't tell me anything. And if you supposedly trust me and think I'm a nice guy, I don't know why you wouldn't have told me anything that I needed to know to be able to help you if you wanted me to. And I know Salvador Allison is connected to him, and I owe him. What the hell else was I supposed to do?
So Amethyst says, well, that's fine. Everyone has to show their true colors eventually. So now we know where you stand. None of this, who's Aaron going to throw in with? Everyone's been talking about that. Everyone's been wondering. You could have had your pick. You could have joined any one.
All right, my claws are coming out.
Uh-huh.
I don't know why. They just are.
All right,
okay.
Give me a self-control roll. Let's see it.
At what?
6. You botch? Is that a botch?
Oh wait, a botch is when
when you roll any number of ones and 0 successes.
No, I just failed.
So
I just failed.
Okay. All right. A one canceled out.
A 1 canceled out a 9.
Okay. All right. So your claws are out. Spend a blood point, please. Okay. But you can,
control.
You're not frenzying.
And I start my whatever hackles.
Yes.
Like I'm angry. I belong to no. Okay, so I'm like shouting at them. I'm like, I belong to. My eyes are red.
Yeah.
I belong to no one. I have allegiance to no one. I have favors, maybe. That's it. You can't fucking control me, and I will definitely not be controlled by you.
So your pager starts going off.
I check it.
1 second. With your clawed hands.
My clawed. No, I don't check it. I don't check it right away. But it's vibrating.
Yeah.
So I don't owe you anything.
Yeah.
And I resent the fact that you think you can control me or that I would join any of you.
So Amethyst just starts laughing at you.
Yeah, I know.
She says, you think you can't be controlled. You're being controlled already. You might as well just be open about it. And put those fucking claws away before I take them off for you.
Who the fuck's controlling me?
You said it yourself. Oh, I owe Salvador favors.
I owe him favors. He doesn't control me.
She makes like kind of a puppet motion.
You're the puppet master. You would know that. You know what Tom said right before he fucking died? He wanted to see you one more time. He said, please, let me see Amethyst one more fucking time. And as sure as hell that didn't fucking happen.
Okay, I think she's gonna need a self-control roll too. Oh, snap. All right.
Okay, no, I'm digging deeper.
You are.
Digging it deeper
digging that hole.
And saying, and I wouldn't be surprised if you had Roseblood bloodbound to you, which is why she wouldn't tell me what was actually going on in your neck of the woods.
All right, so her eyes flash red, and she, let's see. Okay, without you even realizing it, she's got her hands on the lapels of your jacket, but then she lets go. And she says, "Not here, but it's coming."
No.
It's coming, Aaron. And so she turns around and walks off.
And what I said about Rose?
So Rose is looking at you, and she's just like hatred on her face. So I'm going to give her a self-control roll. Oh boy.
Oh no.
Let's see here. Oh, she's actually very locked down. Oh, barely though. Yeah, so she, hatred is on her face, but she just like kind of kicks some dirt on your foot and then turns around and follows Amethyst. But then she's kind of like looking back at you, and then she kind of does a finger across the throat.
Oh my god. Alright, I'm gonna check my pager.
Alright. It is from Dawn.
Okay.
Instead of 143, it says 911.
I run to my Jeep. I run to my Jeep and get down the hill.
Okay, I'm going to need a driving roll.
Oh, no.
Unless you want to take it slow and careful.
I'm taking it careful.
Okay.
I am taking it careful.
Okay. All right.
Oh, my God. My life. Oh, no. I'm going to head down. I'm heading down and get to her place, I hope.
All right, so you start driving towards her place. All right, so you drive down into Hollywood. That's going to take you a little while. So as you turn onto her block, you see a bunch of flashing lights painting the sides of the buildings.
Okay, I start getting... I'm getting really... Yeah.
You see fire trucks, as well as police cars.
Okay.
So...
I'm heading in.
All right, so you start running down the block towards the thing, and like a police officer kind of gets in front of you and says,
"What's going on?"
There's a really bad apartment fire we're working on right now. You can't go in there.
Which apartment?
I don't know. It's up on like the 4th floor.
Oh shit. Okay, I gotta get up there. So I'm gonna... Oh, fire. Oh no. Oh god. Okay. Okay, so I'm gonna go around. I'm gonna just go back.
Yep, double back. Go around.
If there's other like, is there like an alley facing her?
Yeah. I mean, you can get back behind an alley. There's fire escapes.
All right, I'm gonna go up. As much as I can.
Yep. So you jump up and grab a ladder. It descends.
Yeah.
You climb up the thing. You ascend.
But I'm getting closer to the fire.
You are. You can smell the smoke. There's definitely...
Is it her place?
Well, her place faces into the courtyard, you'll recall.
Oh, okay.
So your best bet would probably be to get up to the roof and then come over and look down.
Right.
You know?
Okay. So I'm going to go over there.
All right. So you do, and you see firefighters down in the courtyard, and they're arcing water up through what you're pretty sure is her window.
Is she... There's nobody in there?
You don't hear anything.
How could she have paged me then? Okay.
Well, what do you mean there's nobody in there?
Well, she's...
I mean, you don't hear any, like...
flames.
Yeah, you don't hear any, like,
so
cries for help or anything like that. So I'm going to look down in the courtyard and
see if she's anywhere there.
You don't see... You see, like, some paramedics kind of, like, standing by.
Right.
Right, but you... And, of course, like, tons of people...
Oh, God.
You know,
so
from
I'm trying
the
to find
apartments.
her in the crowd.
Yeah. All right, perception plus alertness, please.
I can't... It's like right when something happens, I have no time to think about it, which is why I end up listening to these things over and over again. What's the
6.
3.
Okay. Yeah, you take like a minute to scan the faces, and you're positive she's not in there.
Oh my god. Is there any way I can like get into the building from the roof?
Sure.
Okay, so I'm gonna find the door. I'm gonna go down.
Yeah.
Smoke.
Maintenance. It's like the sort of thing where it's like it should be locked, but it's like not. You know. It's
Yeah,
just
exactly.
The security of this building is so terrible.
Bad.
It's actually paying off for you in this moment.
Yeah, exactly.
All right.
Oh no.
So yeah, you head down like a security or not security utility stairwell.
Yeah.
And you know there's the floor number is painted on the doors, so you find floor 4.
I head in.
Okay.
Smoke.
So the whole hall is filled with smoke. There's like the building's fire alarm is going off. Although it's kind of like a little weak and throaty, it's already dying out.
Yeah. Horrible.
Yeah.
I'm gonna look for her plane. Are the flames anywhere near me?
So the whole hall is filled with smoke. You hear some shouting from like down the hall.
Okay, I'm gonna head down there.
Head in that direction. Okay. All right.
Is the smoke bothering my eyes?
No.
Okay. I'm gonna put on my vision though to see through.
Yeah.
I don't know if that'll help.
Yes, definitely.
Okay.
Definitely. And don't you have a merit that has something to do with like how you don't take any penalties if you're in a
concentration?
Concentration, that was it.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm going to keep that in mind.
So in spite of like hearing all of this racket,
right.
I'm focused on what I want.
Exactly.
I want to find Dawn, and so I'm going to go forward. But the flames, I don't know where those are.
Flames. Flames on the side of my face.
Dragon's breath.
Breathing. All right, so I'm just looking at the fire. fire rules here.
Oh my god, please don't.
Okay, here we go. Please don't. Okay, so fire damage is aggravated. Fire size determines level of aggravated damage. Okay. Yes, but here we go. Root Shrek. All right, so. Okay, so it appears that you're not necessarily afraid of smoke, so that's good.
That's good. That's a possibility?
Well, I was just curious.
Okay.
I was curious how far it extended, you know.
Yeah, no.
Okay. So you make your way down the hall, and you can see firefighters in the hallway. They've got breathing masks on,
right?
You know, and they're kind of like, you know, they've got a hose that they've managed to lug up here. Yeah. But it's not like one of the bigger hoses, and the water pressure is obviously not very good. Oh. So they're trying their best. But they're still kind of in the doorway of the apartment, and it is Dawn's apartment.
Oh my god. No.
And then at that point you hear someone say, "Yeah, I think somebody's in there."
Oh no. Oh my god. Oh my god. And they're blocking the door?
They're kind of around the door.
I'm gonna run.
You could definitely bull rush your way through.
Yeah, that's what I'm gonna do.
Okay.
Oh my god.
Okay, so I am gonna need a courage roll.
Okay. Plus, well, can I add my concentration to it?
No, you just won't. You won't suffer any penalties. So this is gonna be difficulty 6.
2.
Great. All right, so you barge your way through. You know, it's like, wait, what the hell? You know, suddenly just some dude is like running past you. You know. Yeah. All right, so you run in and like, with your, you know, of course they've got their face masks on, but like it's just smoke.
It's smoke.
You know,
they can't see anything.
So they can't see shit. So you run in and you basically got your like thermal vision more or less.
Right.
So like basically like one wall of her living space is more or less en fuego.
Oh my god!
And the flames are like spreading across the ceiling. The water that they're spraying in from outside is kind of arcing in, and you can see that there were other parts of the room that were on fire.
My god.
Like her couch had caught on fire.
Oh my god!
And then you're kind of looking around and you see that she's over on the floor, curled up in a fetal position between the couch and the love seat, basically.
Oh my god! I'm gonna pick her up.
Okay.
I'm going to take her out of the room.
All right.
I'm going to take her up to the roof.
Indeed. All right. So for that, let's
take a little bit more.
Yeah, since they're kind of expecting, since they're like some fucker just ran in there.
Some asshole now making our jobs harder.
Exactly. So please roll dexterity plus athletics, difficulty 6.
Oh no. 2.
Wow, on 3 dice?
Yes.
Wow.
Oh my god.
What's your dex, 2?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Not very dexterous. Okay.
Yeah.
So I pick her up.
Yep. All right. You pick her up. She's very light, and you just kind of you kind of tap into your old high school football days.
Yeah.
And just kind of shoulder one of the firefighters out of the way and sort of vault out into the hall and then go running back down to the utility stairs, right? Mm-hmm. Okay. So up you go to the roof. Mm-hmm. All right. So you come out onto the roof, the the moonlit roof. The flashing lights of the emergency vehicles can be seen bouncing off the walls.
So I am going to lay her down.
All right. So as you lay her down, you see that her whole abdomen is bloody.
Bloody?
Mm-hmm.
No.
Yep.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
And she appears to be unconscious.
Oh my god. So I'm gonna...
You can try to revive her if you wish.
Yeah.
Is there like a first aid kind of type skill?
Medicine. Yeah, I have medicine.
Great. So roll your wits plus medicine, please. Keep your wits about you.
Yes. What's the difficulty?
6.
2.
Okay. So you kind of just lightly slap her around the face. You can feel a very faint pulse.
Yeah, Dawn.
So her eyes flutter open.
What happened?
And she just says, please. Please.
Oh my god.
Please.
Okay. Okay, so I'm just like, okay, alright.
Yeah,
alright.
I'm pretty sure she's lost quite a bit of blood.
Okay. So I'm gonna cut open my wrist.
Okay.
Well, no, I have to drain her.
Yeah.
I was like, I'm trying to remember, like,
Yeah.
what did Karen do for me? What did Karen do for me?
Right.
So I am going to kiss her on the mouth.
Uh-huh.
And then I'm going to kiss her neck.
Yep.
And I'm going to bite her neck.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to start draining her.
Okay.
Oh.
What are you at right now? Blood points?
Oh, I'm at 4.
You're at 4.
Yeah.
Okay. All right, that's fine. So you get 5 blood points for your
So I
troubles.
drain her all the way.
Drain her all the way. That's how much blood she's lost.
Oh
Normally a human has 10.
Yeah, I know.
Okay, so you drain her all the way.
Yeah.
So.
I'm going to cut my wrist.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to give it to her.
Yep.
I don't know how. Like, trickle the blood into her mouth?
Yep.
Like, I don't know what I'm doing.
Right. So her eyes are rolling back. You hear this death rattle rising in her throat.
Oh my god.
And so you poke your thumb into your wrist and open a vein, and your blood starts coming out. And she, just almost instinctually like reaches up and clasps her mouth over your wrist.
Uh-huh.
And starts sucking.
You
feel the blood flowing out.
Okay, good. This is good.
Yes.
This is good.
Yep. And so then she, sucks a little bit and then just kind of falls back and emits this like loud groan of pain and then is just not moving.
So I'm just slapping her face?
Mm-hmm. It's cold. It's already getting cold.
I'm pushing my vein, like I'm pushing my wrist in her mouth.
Yep. Like
to squeeze the blood into her mouth.
So the blood is just like pooling up in her mouth and then spilling out. So lose a blood point, by the way.
Okay. I am in shock. I'm panicking.
Mm-hmm.
This can't be happening. Like, this can't be happening. So I'm going to pick her up.
Mm-hmm.
Like, maybe if she's sitting up. Maybe if she's sitting up and I put the blood in her mouth.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm going to do that.
Mm-hmm.
Nothing?
Nope.
Nothing's happening.
No.
Okay. So at this point, I don't even know what to do. But I bet like more time has passed than what I realize. Yeah.
Like, yeah, it goes into like time lapse.
Yeah.
With the moon setting behind you.
Right.
And the lights down below switching off or departing.
Oh my god.
And you realize it's like 5 a.m.
Oh my god.
And it seems like the emergency crews have left. The fire seems to have been put out. And Dawn is still in your arms.
Yeah.
Cold, skin, porcelain white.
Oh my god.
And she's kind of like, she died in this posture of almost like curled up into your chest, like begging you for protection and comfort.
Oh my god.
You realize her hand is sort of closed up and is still clutching your shirt, even in death.
No. So.
And that's what happens when you take infertile vitae as a flaw.
So that's fuck. So definitely crying. Definitely crying.
Excellent role playing. Very well done.
Definitely crying.
Mm-hmm. So speaking of the IT crowd, don't do this.
Oh my god. Okay.
You need a moment? You want me to pause the recording?
No, don't.
All right.
So
we got to capture this realness.
No, because I want to keep going.
Okay.
Like, what is he doing next?
All right. So.
All right. So it's.
So you've got about an hour before sunrise.
So I'm gonna pick her up.
Yep.
I'm going to go downstairs. I'm gonna go into the burnt out apartment.
Yep. So the crime scene tape, which has been put up over the door,
walk through it.
Yeah, exactly, kind of flutters around your shoulders as you just walk through it.
So I'm just holding her.
Yeah.
So her bedroom is like all burnt out, like completely.
Her bedroom actually is mostly just smoke damage.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna lay her on her bed.
Okay.
I'm just standing there, like oh God, what am I gonna do? I gotta get out of here.
You can hear some voices kind of coming up from the courtyard, chatting.
Does the window look broken?
Well, the window was broken at least by the firefighters. Yeah.
All right, so I'm gonna look around the room.
So give me
oh my God.
Yeah, give me an intelligence plus investigation. You can spend a willpower, remember, to guarantee a success.
I will.
Yeah. So I know that's not exactly your forte. Difficulty 6.
I make both.
Nice. 3 successes.
Yes.
Okay. So, yeah, you can hear the voices coming up from down in the courtyard clearly. LAPD and LAFD arson investigators sort of comparing notes. Something about, that they're pretty sure this was some sort of, deliberate act.
It's just covering up what is already.
Well, they're not saying that. They're just saying like, they're kind of agreeing that like, oh yeah, this was definitely deliberate, that kind of thing. As you look around, you see evidence of what look to be dragonfire rounds that have been shot off. That probably caused the fire. There's, impact spots in the drywall.
And does she look like she was shot?
Yes. Yeah, she probably took a round to the gut. And then the last thing you find is I presume you're leaving. You're on your way out.
Yeah.
So the last thing you find as you're leaving is you kind of stop at the doorway, kneel down, and in the filthy carpet that, needed to be replaced 10 years ago, sitting right on top of it, obviously fresh, are several large flakes of brown skin, like dried out skin.
Okay.
So where to?
Oh my God. I'm devastated. I want to take something that reminds me of her.
Oh yeah. Teacup? Mug?
No, it's too breakable. Something small, portable.
I want to say maybe she had a favorite necklace that she wore, or piece of jewelry.
No, that seems like grave robbing.
True.
I want it to be something that she would have given me, like, freely.
Well, oh man. Sometimes I hate twisting the knife.
Do it.
Twist the knife. You see, like draped over a chair in one of the sort of unburned parts of the apartment. She had already gotten her outfit for the Rocky Horror show. It was, like kind of a pink skirt.
Well, I can't carry that around with me.
No, but I'm just saying, like you spot that, like she had probably just bought it that day. Yeah.
Horrible.
Yeah.
I'm just going to take a picture of that outfit.
There you go. That'll work.
I can't. So I'm going to leave. I'm going to go to Christopher's.
Okay.
Oh my God.
Going to Christopher's. Okay. All right. So you get there like just in time before the... Dare I say it? Sunrise. And And as you enter, Christopher is there. Oh, hello, Aaron.
Oh, I just start crying.
There. Come over here and tell me everything. So he's kind of like holding you. It's like he's this tiny kid, and he's holding you on his lap, with like one arm under your shoulders.
No, like he's sitting on the couch, and my head is on his lap. Like,
even better.
And he's just touching my hair.
Yeah.
And,
Trying
to soothe me or whatever.
Here you go. So he's laying. Yeah, you're laying on his lap, and he's
crying.
Just stroking your hair.
I'm just crying.
Okay. Do you want to leave it off on that note?
I'm just. Would I just like pass out before I even?
He'd make sure you were conveyed to a secure location. Yeah.
But I mean, pass out before telling him like what happened.
Oh yeah, you're probably too. You're just
distraught.
It's just It's like, like.
But he knows what happened. Maybe
if he was in your head.
If he was, but he may not have been.
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess that's the best place to leave it.
All right. Fade to black.
Oh, God.
Yep.
Oh, I knew it had to happen. I was still surprised.
Well, and yeah.
And what the fuck?
There's obviously more to discover, so.
Yeah.
Yep. All right, so on that cheerful note,
sorry.
I'll hand out some XP.
Oh my God.
Sweet XP.
Oh, that's so upsetting. It's so upsetting. I'll be fine. I'm just. Oh.
I'm fine.
I'm not fine.
I'm not fine.
No,
good.
it's just that like. Oh my God. Never again. Never again.
Yeah, no, just keep opening your heart. That's great.
I can't.
It really works out well.
No, I cannot.
Yeah, between Arena, Rose, and Dawn.
All those.
You went 3 for 3.
Dude,
Jeez.
Amethyst.
Yeah, and now you got Amethyst on your ass.
Great.
Okay, so.
What have I learned?
You showed up, so that was 1 point.
God, thank you.
And then, what did you learn?
I learned that I absolutely cannot mix with mortals. I absolutely cannot.
No. Stakes are too high.
Stakes are beyond high, and I ruined everything. For some reason, my blood didn't work on Dawn. I probably just did it wrong.
Mm-hmm. No doubt you'll have to consult with some kindred doctors and find out.
What?
Find out what pill.
There's kindred doctors?
Yeah. Well, yes, technically, but.
Mm-hmm. Well, I just don't know, but that's weird. My blood didn't work.
Mm-hmm.
I'm having some deja vu right now.
Are you really?
Yeah.
Oh.
I learned that Amethyst, I hit her little sore spots there.
Yeah.
Yep, I pressed some buttons.
Yes, you did.
She has it out for me. But I'm not controlled by anyone. I learned frozen blood is disgusting. I'm learning that the whole torpor thing is like...
Looking more and more desirable?
It's feeling like that might be an option
Good
for
night.
me. But,
yeah, what about it?
Just that it doesn't mean that you're dead. It just means you're kind of in a coma.
Yeah.
Which sounds pretty good to me right now.
Zeke's gone to heaven, Mr. Terwilliger. Anyway, yeah. Oh, Cousin Merle.
Oh my God. I learned that. God, I'm just a. Well, no, I mean, you know, I got to visit a new place. I learned about the Vampire Club. I learned that people are just observing the Anarch States as this like little cute thing that they can observe and not live in, and it's this fucking ivory tower bullshit.
Well, basically, I'll just give you the OOC info because I'm going to post them on the wiki anyway.
Yeah.
Those guys are actually Brujas.
Were they?
But they're European, quote-unquote, European Brujas. Oh. It's a totally different...
Oh, cool.
Yeah, it's like... Yeah, they have a totally different approach.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
I like that.
Yeah, anyway, go on.
I don't know. That's pretty much it. I'm just very sad.
Yeah.
Very, very sad.
All right. Well, speaking of that, strong sad, I'm going to give you...
Dare you.
I'm going to give you double points for role-playing and heroism.
Oh.
So I hope that ameliorates it somewhat.
No, it doesn't.
2,
what
4, 5. So that's 6 points for this session.
Oh, I can't even write them straight. I'm so upset. Sorry.
Well, I hope you sleep well tonight.
Oh my god. Okay. Yeah, that's 5. Okay. 5?
6.
6. Oh. Okay. Anything else?
Were you down to 0?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Well, no, you're at 6 now.
Okay.
So.
That's it?
Yeah.
Okay.
That's it.
I mean, we knew it was coming. Mm-hmm. We wanted this to be part of this chronicle for him to find this out.
Well, yeah, you took Infertile Vitae for a reason.
And the ramifications.
It's Chekhov's flaw, basically.
Yeah, it's harsh.
Because you're kind of saying like, hey, storyteller, make sure something revolves around this.
Yeah, definitely.
When you take a flaw like that.
Definitely, yeah.
So, yeah.
No. I mean, I wanted to see what would happen. Mm-hmm. Just be like, oh yeah. And then you made it happen, and I knew it was going to happen. It was still very upsetting.
Well, kudos to you for letting it happen. I mean, there's a moment there where I was like, is she going to walk away from this relationship? But you didn't. So it felt like a genuine choice, though.
What do you mean?
Like that you were really debating whether to go through with it or not.
Yeah, I mean, I was thinking what he would think.
Mm-hmm. Sure.
You know, like, well, I don't want to be with.
Sir.
I don't want to endanger.
Yeah.
And I did, and now I'm like. I hate myself. Like, this is the first time I think in his whole life that he's ever experienced like self-hatred, like self-loathing.
Yeah.
So
you're all set for the grunge movement, basically.
I'm perfectly set up for that, and it's a place that I can actually roleplay from comfortably.
Oh my god.
But yeah, no, it's a little bit more accessible.
Oh my god.
But at the same time, I feel sad for him because I just love him and I want him to succeed, and and he was, I don't know, things with Arena didn't seem totally off base, but it's like we should hate each other or whatever. Mm-hmm. Just like whatever.
Well, yeah, it's like how much was she yanking your chain? And
yeah, she likes to do that.
Exactly.
She thinks I literally have a collar around my neck, so.
What? How dare you?
Yeah, but I'm probably not gonna. No, I'm just gonna go back. I gotta lick my wounds, and I gotta find out the ramifications for sharing this information of what happened. I don't know what this is gonna, like all the other things that I've done and experienced as in my undead life. Mm-hmm. Who am I sharing this information with, and what does it mean? Mm-hmm. And how is that going to impact the way people perceive me? Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. That he has no idea.
Yeah.
He has no idea about that. And I'm thinking it's not good.
Probably not.
I'm thinking it's bad. And
although I ran across something today, paging through the merits and flaws section. Fascinating. I'm going to have to look this up. Uh-huh. I didn't really have time to pursue it. But, you can take as a flaw, just like how you can take better generation as a background. Well,
which I have.
Which you have, yes, in spades. As a flaw, you can take higher generation or lower generation, I forget. Anyway.
Higher.
Worser generation.
Higher.
Yeah. So, like, your default is 12th, I think?
Yeah.
Right? So you can take 13th, 14th, or 15th.
Ew.
And by the time you get down to 15th, you can't create any childer. You can't even create ghouls. Your disciplines can't be higher than 3 dots. you can't spend more than half your blood pool. Like, you can have a full blood pool, but you can't spend more than 5 points of it for anything.
Yeah.
The rest of it just goes towards keeping your tank topped up, basically.
Yeah.
But the crazy thing about it is that 15th generation, basically you automatically get like blush of health and all that because you look a lot more human.
Right.
And in fact, a lot of them have these sort of subsidiary flaws, like no fangs. So they have to like use razor blades to cut veins open and stuff.
Ew.
And then it ends by saying there's even rumors that the 15th generation vampire can actually produce offspring with a mortal, but it's not a mortal offspring. That's all it says. And I'm like,
oh shit.
So I'm like, oh, is that like a hidden thing in the game where it's like the whole kindred society is all like generation snobs and like, oh, if you get really low, you can't produce any child, and that shows like how thin your blood is and how much you're not, a canite. But then it's like, oh no, in fact, you should be trying to thin the blood because you're going to create this whole new species of Ubermensch, basically.
Yeah.
Like, isn't that a fascinating implication?
It's weird.
You could build a whole chronicle around that.
You could. Yeah, totally.
I was like, damn.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Oh, I love that idea.
Yeah.
Oh my god. All right.
Anyway.
Well, this is going to take me some time to get over.
Yep. Okay. I'll see you next week.
We have 2 more chapters, right? Or
yeah. 2 more. Yeah.
2 more chapters.
Yeah.
Oh man.
Yeah.
Amethyst. She wishes.
Tonight's chapter was called Death Party.
Thanks.
Any other thoughts?
No, I'm good.
I've done a lot. God knows I've tried to find the truth. I've even lied, but all I know is down inside I'm bleeding.
And superheroes come to feast, to taste the flesh, not yet deceased. And all I know is still the beast's feeding.
And crawling on the planet's face, some insects called the human race, lost in time and lost in space.